and a Happy New Year. Paid for by Landry for Louisiana.
Maui and Moana, together again.
Can I get a chee-hoo?
This holiday season, if you can watch one movie,
Hey, you wanted to come this time.
make sure it's
Moana!
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 Moana.
Moana!
Moana. You might want to hold on.
Disney's Moana 2, rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. Now playing only in theaters. Tickets available now.
Lowe's knows how to help you save time and money, no matter the job. That's why we can deliver supplies to your job site as soon as same day, so you have more time to get the job done. Because when you need it fast, we've got you covered. Lowe's knows pros. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes, placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Take a swing around the parish to one of Breck's 5 golf courses, 2 championship courses, Santa Maria and Beaver Creek, and 3 courses for the more casual golfers, the popular 18-hole Webb Park, and 2 9-hole courses, City Park and the newly renovated J.S. Clark. Breck's courses are designed to challenge every level of golfer, from beginner to pro. So come and get into the swing of things. Book your tee time online or find a course near you at golf.breck.org. That's golf.breck.org.
From timeless jewelry to unique designs inspired by Louisiana's wildlife and culture, Mimosa Handcrafted helps you celebrate every special moment. Don't just give a gift, give a memory. Visit mimosahandcrafted.com or stop by today.
Why do billion-dollar insurance companies regularly delay and deny valid claims? Because that's how they got to be billion-dollar insurance companies. If you've been injured, I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7969.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Friday, December 20th. Today in Baton Rouge, expect sunny skies with a high of 65 in hour 1 of today's show. We'll look at some early Heisman odds for 2025, and we'll talk about the latest from the transfer portal. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN, and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 1 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Santa's Little Helpers, Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert are taking over Off the Bench, presented by All-Star Toyota. Tune in for some naughty and nice sports talk this Christmas season. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
What happened, y'all? Welcome back. OTB Friday, December 20th. Friday, playoff day, Christmas day. How about I just saw Golick Jr. tweeting out a video. He is in South Bend, Indiana, and snow is falling like a picturesque, cinematic type of snowfall. Cars are lined up to get into, I guess, whatever their equivalent of like the RV park is and whatnot. The college football playoffs are in the air. Could not be more excited. It's going to be awesome. Oh, I'm a little, you can tell by my voice. Last night was very fun. The holiday Christmas party, for sure. Hurting a little bit this morning, though. What's going on, guys? A
lot going on. Like the great lyricist of our time, Waka Flocka Flame, once said, it's a party, it's a party.
It's a party, it's a party. Hell yeah, dude.
He stepped on my... He can't help himself. There's a pause, and I was going to say the third party.
I thought you were setting me up like a volleyball match.
I ain't John Stockton.
like TKN. I thought that was a set, and then I was supposed to leap up and spike it.
No.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't think you should get so upset about the Waka Flocka Flame thing this early in the morning.
Well,
I'm very hungover. I can't be blamed for
you can
not picking up on the move there.
I don't know. What do we think?
You hit me with like you threw it up in the. I know you're throwing off the backboard. I thought
wasn't
you were
your
throwing
time
it
to
to
talk.
me. I thought you were throwing it to me.
Alondra, how you doing?
I feel like my parents are fighting right now.
What was that you were telling me about Waka Flocka Flame the other day?
That he goes hard in the paint.
Is that him as well?
I think so, right?
I think so.
I think that's Waka.
What happened to Fetty Wap?
He only has one
Oh,
eye.
man.
It's all I know about him as well, but I'm saying what happened to him and his one eye?
Put out those 3 or 4 songs and then dipped.
I'm saying he's not a one-hit wonder.
No,
but
he's
he
like
was
a 3 or 4.
He's like a 3, but he was like a 1 month wonder. Like it was.
Yeah,
it was
they
like
all
it
kind of
was,
came out at the same time.
He was hot for a minute, and now I don't know what he's doing. Hey, Merry Christmas to Waka Flocka and Fetty Wap, wherever y'all are at. I hope y'all are having a great Christmas.
But yeah, I'm doing good. I actually am very thankful that I feel fine right now. Because I thought I was going to feel low.
Taylor went home at like 8:30.
Yeah.
You and Lydia wouldn't go out even though you're young.
And the party ended at 9.
Okay, but if I would have went out, I wouldn't have been like fine right now. That's why I didn't go out.
Who went out?
I don't know.
There's
talks of an after party.
There's definitely an after party.
I don't want to point out, but the people that aren't here today, what's they called? Sales team. This guy. Yeah,
right. That's why they were talking about an after party because they didn't have to come in at 6 in the morning.
Oh yeah, I don't think actually. I was talking to Gordy last night. I don't think anybody's working today, really.
No.
It's pretty much an empty building.
Like the 3 ESPN shows is it.
Hell yeah. Cheers to us here on air, spreading holiday cheer. Forget about it, Murphy, Sam, and Jody. Y'all are trying to tell me that a rotisserie chicken's a funny white elephant gift? Get the hell out of here.
Fetty Wap is in prison for distributing Schedule 1 narcotics.
That would explain the absence from pop culture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he did it.
You think he's in there for 17 to 38?
More like, that's really good.
Right?
That's really good.
See? If I went out last night, I wouldn't have had that.
More like Fenty Wap. Finny Wap. You know, Finny?
Yeah. I don't
Fentanyl?
know. Yeah.
Duh.
I get it, but
all right. Whatever.
Mine was better.
I agree. No, I agree with that.
Like we've all recovered, though. We're good. I know Jake's good.
No.
I'm good. T-Bub's the only one that's not good.
No.
I'm doing great.
I ended up, my wife used to work at Country Club Louisiana back in the day. Very funny. She's a very hard worker, always had a job. And this is the only job she quit after like 2 months. She was a server there. And she said it was just like.
That sounds horrible.
She's not really a server type personality. Anyway, I mean, and she did like daycare. She did doggy daycare. So, she's had some jobs where you're dealing with some crap, literal and figurative.
Yeah.
But I guess there's like a members only bar there that she's always wanted to get a drink at. And so we end up going there, we see somebody, and next thing you know, it's like 11:30 and we're still drinking there.
You stayed there till 11:30?
Yeah.
I
T-Bub
literally
always
thought
finds
you left
a way
when I
to
did.
stay like way after the party's over.
Yeah. It's not good. Sometimes you got to know when to leave.
Staff was probably so pissed. They had no idea who this was. They're like, "Can we get this guy out of
Well, it
here?"
wasn't me. I wouldn't have been able to go.
It's
So
Thursday night.
there's a member there. That's why. But yeah. It's crazy though. I randomly, out of nowhere, met a girl who lives in my old college apartment. My old college place. And then the same place where like it's a place where I've lived for like 10 years. And they're talking to her, my wife, and they're like, "Oh, I used to live by Nichols. I used to live here." And then sure enough, the exact same place. Isn't that weird?
Like same apartment, everything?
Yeah, no, the exact same place. Yeah, that I lived for probably 10 years, and I have like deep family. So we got invited to her birthday party in January. See if we end up going.
The icebreaker was like, "Guys, I live at this apartment. You guys have no idea how disgusting it was when I first moved in. Like, it was awful." And T-Bub's like, "Wait a minute. Like, I think I left those things there."
She put apparently she likes to do acrobatic like Cirque du Soleil like ribbon routines, and she hung one from the ceiling.
Like Frank the Tank?
No, not Olympic ribbon. Like, I can't. There's a name for it. I don't know what it is. When you wrap yourself up in the ribbons and you like fly around and you like spin down
Cirque
your legs.
du Soleil?
Yes, like Cirque du Soleil ribbon, like ribbon trapeze type stuff.
I think that's what it is, trapezing.
No. Trapeze is like the bar.
Oh, okay.
But there is a name for it because it's like a workout you can do.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Of course.
It is.
If there's any unique way for white women to work out.
They don't do it.
Without
They'll do anything but go to the gym.
That's what I'm saying. So she's so about it. She has one in the place now, from the ceiling.
Oh, in your apartment?
Yes, apparently, just in the middle of it.
How tall are these ceilings?
This is very tall. It was
so you were wealthy back in the day?
It was. I mean, it was definitely not a place that I would have afforded it today, probably ever in my life. So yes.
How'd you afford it then? Boosters?
I wish. Mom. Yeah, so I'll report back if I end up going to the birthday party. Maybe do a little acro yoga. Is that what it's called?
I actually think that there's 100% chance, hearing some of the small details, that you'll be there.
Yeah. I really want to go. I'll tell you during the break some other details about why I really want to go. But yeah, I got to go check it out eventually. Tay-Tay inspired my wife to send out blank nutcrackers to all of our family all over the country and then have a virtual nutcracker competition because she thinks that Taylor's family's nutcracker competition is so wholesome. So thank you, Tay-Tay, for bringing a little holiday cheer to my family.
You're welcome. Hopefully she doesn't do the one that I told you about, but it's not wholesome.
It's a good one, though.
Yeah.
By the way, funny twist in Luigi Mangioni's story.
Okay.
Him and Diddy now in the same jail together.
No way.
And I believe, fact check me on this, that their lawyers are a married couple.
That's crazy.
Isn't that funny?
Wait, I missed the first part of it. Who and Diddy?
Luigi Mangioni. And I think their lawyers are a married couple.
That's insane.
How about that?
That feels
intense
like
dinner conversation at the end of the night. You're like, sheesh, how was your day? You just wouldn't believe.
Y'all call me crazy, but that's just way too many coincidences.
Here it comes. The third eye. Can't even wait till 7:15. 7:10.
You brought it up.
30 seconds, and the third eye is already gazing upon me. I've got all the documents.
Take this red pill.
Yeah. It's been a problem of mine, willingly taking pills. Not this time, Magalanja. Not going to get me. It was a fun party last night. I loved the jazz band. What did y'all think?
I loved the
It was a little loud, but I kind of liked it. A little loud sometimes.
It was a little, we had to shout over each other.
The guy with the trumpet or whatever it was, he had that thing plugged into an amplifier, guys.
They were killing that. They were killing it, though.
Loud.
I had like a little pep in my step all night while they were playing it.
Yeah, I agree. No, I know. Me and Alondra were just kind of
we were kind of just like talking, but kind of like,
like just doing this a little bit. Just a little wiggle.
Yeah.
A little wiggle worm.
A little wiggle.
P. Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo. His wife represents Luigi, and now so does Mark.
Oof.
So Mark joined his wife, Karen, on the defense team for Luigi. And Mark also defends Diddy.
Oh, my God.
I think they do well for themselves financially.
Yeah, I would say so. Also, good luck. I mean, those are going to be a couple of hard cases to try to mitigate the damage of and or win. It's like that scene in it's Role Models, right? When Elizabeth Banks is the defense attorney and the guy's stealing TVs and he's on video and he's like, look at me.
Stealing TV.
Yeah.
He's like, that is not me.
Look at me, Stanley Johnson, stealing TVs.
She's like, I don't know. There's a lot of evidence against you.
Oh, man. We do have some sports stuff to talk about today. I wonder if people are listening today.
Right? It's Friday.
I haven't checked. Does anybody know?
I don't know.
People are
how you
listening?
check that.
Yeah.
I don't know about listening like on the radio, but there's people watching on YouTube.
They are watching YouTube. What's up, guys?
190 people in there already.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go. No, I can't read that yet. That's funny though.
What?
The Daniels. The Daniels always cracking jokes, making us laugh. What are we most excited for this weekend?
College football playoffs.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's going to be mine, but also they got some good NFL games.
We got another random phone call.
Okay, answer it.
All right. Hello? You're on the air.
Hello?
You're on OTB.
Hey, what's going on? You're on the air with Off the Bench. How you doing today?
I just want to let you know I'm listening.
Hell yeah!
That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah! Let's go!
Wait, what's your
there you
name?
go, man.
What's your name?
Yes. T-Bob, we've met before. I'm Billy, the Frisbee guy.
Oh, Billy, what's up, brother? What's going on, man? How you doing today?
Oh, it's a tough morning, man. Lots of we played indoors at that elite facility last night, and it was two games, and I'm kind of feeling it. You know, I'm
Hell yeah, Billy.
I'm the oldest person there. It's tough living.
Hey, man, look, but you know what? You're still living, and you're still doing it. You know what I'm saying? And you're at Jake's Place Elite. Billy, this could not have been a better call to start off our Friday. Hell yeah, Billy.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, Billy, you have a very Merry Christmas, brother. That couldn't have worked out better. I feel very energized now. I feel happy. Let's go, Frisbee Billy, my dog. Still holding it down. Playing were they playing Ultimate at Elite last night?
I don't know.
Let's go.
I was at the Christmas party.
What?
I was at the Christmas party. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Guys, I'm not. What? Yeah.
You asked.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
No, I wasn't asking if you were playing. I didn't know if there was like a adult Ultimate League that goes out of Elite. That's
we do
very
everything.
interesting.
Soccer, lacrosse, football.
Oh, let's go.
Do it all at Elite.
Yeah.
T-Bob knowing someone that goes by Billy the Frisbee guy is the least surprising thing that has happened to me all morning.
Daniel Bass said Billy convinced me not to work today. I agree. Go Tigers says missed the call-in shows. We're thinking about doing a call-in segment for Ask the Bench today at 8:30, potentially. Do we have a dump button though?
So I don't know where it's at, but I can find out.
Yeah, let's if we can, maybe let's find out before.
It.
Okay.
That was hard.
It's literally right there. It says dump.
That reminds me of one of my all-time favorite Family Guy jokes. It's from the very first season. I think it's like Peter goes over to Quagmire's to watch the Super Bowl, and he's like, "Hey, Peter, want a beer?" And he's like, sorry, Quagmire. I told Lewis I want to. I feel bad. I told Lewis I want to drink tonight." He goes, "Oh, don't feel bad." He goes, "I never thought about it that way." And then he gets hammered. Very little resistance, very little effort to find that dump button.
It was right there.
Aerial workout.
This used to be one up here.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this red one up here. It's red. It used to be one, but apparently the way it's wired up here, if you hit it, it's not a dump button. It literally just knocks everything off air.
It's an EMP.
So we used to have our cough buttons up here and didn't have these giant literally cough drop buttons on here. Used to just be able to hit but I think any button up here now is pretty much a no-no.
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you come fix this, Bo?
Yeah, Bo.
Oh, if we hit that, we're still here. What do you want to hit this back?
We go home early.
Bo looking dapper last night.
Yeah, he was.
Everybody looked great.
Everybody looked great.
Everybody looked great, for sure.
I mean, I didn't know you were supposed to be suited and booted. I showed up in a leather jacket.
That's it. I did that last year. That's at CC. That's just that CC life.
Yeah, well.
That's just that CC life. I was going to wear a Christmas sweater, and then last second, my wife was like, nah, you can't wear that. So I had to change.
She's a real MVP. Probably the sweetest person I've ever met in my life.
Sure. Must be nice to feel that way about her.
I mean.
Nah, I'm just kidding. She's the best.
It's you.
You know what I'm sick of? All these Alabama Gump-tard Krampuses sitting here trying to crap on college football. Like, I know it's not perfect. I know there needs to be some sort of guidelines. Ideally, there needs to be more leadership. I get all of this. But I'll be damned if every time you see a clip complaining about how it's not good or it's broken or it's not like it used to be, every time it's an Alabama guy. Like Mike Johnson on the next round yesterday. Mike Johnson, former Bama lineman, 09 national champ, played for the Falcons for a little bit. But he's sitting there saying it's just not like it used to be. Like, we used to love, like, big games at, like, Happy Valley. And I'm sitting there about tearing my hair out. Like, what are you talking about? You'll do still love big games at Happy Valley. There's one going on this weekend. It's going to be awesome. You're getting one. Like, it's not like it used to be. Yeah, and that what? You just can't sit there and dominate his work because you hoard all the best talent on the roster? Sorry.
What's to say it? It's like, it's only inconvenient when it becomes inconvenient for you. Like, that's Alabama fans right now.
Yes. Like, now the sport's broken. Now when you were consistently dominant every single year, number one with a bullet. Sport wasn't broken when you won 42-10 over Notre Dame in the Natty. Wasn't broken when you won 49-20 or whatever it was against Ohio State during the pandemic. Or Georgia won 60. See, that's what else pissed me off. There's going to be a blowout in here, right? There'll probably be a couple somewhere. And people are like, hey, okay, well, no, that's not true. We've seen blowouts in every system. Sometimes it just happens. Just so sick of, just so sick of people trying to crap on it after we had such a fun season. It's going to be awesome.
You said it's just Bama people, so they don't count.
Yeah, but then Josh Pate quote tweeting him, he's right. I'm like, what? What did you write about? All right, let's play the audio next. And then I'll get mad or something. More OTB coming up.
Off the bench.
Go to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Remember, Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. You need Hardy Plank Vinyl Siding, wood or vinyl windows. You need Tommy's. But what if you have a beard, guys? I want you to go to Go Bearded. That's right, GoBearded.com. GEAUX Bearded.com. So many men settle like Taylor. They plateau, and they never let their beards grow. Life is demanding, it's constraining, and it's keeping you and your beard from being free. But what if you had quality beard products, helpful tips from Bearded Brothers, and challenges to help you and your beard grow? So if you're ready to grab life by the beard, join the brotherhood and let's grow together. That's what Grow Beard is all about, growth, okay? Fill out a form, they'll send you a free sample. Go to GoBearded.com, GoBearded.com, and grab life by the beard.
Want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks.
Welcome back to the 9th-ranked morning sports show in America, Off the Bench.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a
What up, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. Oh my God, that water tastes good. Especially my Elite Training Academy cup. What?
The one that's supposed to be a prop for the sale.
Yeah, I jacked it. Elite Training Academy, BR.com, guys. Go check it out.
How did I know without looking up yet when you said Elite Academy a cup? I'm like, T-Bob took the one from the table.
Yep. Just make sure you put it back.
Congrats, Sherlock. You figured me out, huh?
Well, I mean, I'm sure he has other cups, but that would require T-Bob like buying one and supporting Jake, which
I do like. I
see where you're trying
so
to do here.
Last night I was at, we were all at the Christmas party, but I left early because the Chargers and Broncos were playing. And so the
Jake Bowl.
Our boss, Flynn Foster, who's fantastic, every year gives us a Christmas bonus, which is incredibly nice of him to do. And T-Bob texts, he's like, hey, are you here still? I was like, no, I'm home watching the game. He's like, all right, I got your bonus. So he comes in this morning. And so it's not actually like the check, right? It's just like the stub of the Christmas bonus. Yeah. It's direct deposit because
I thought it didn't look like a check when I looked at it.
It's 2020. It's 2024,
T-Bob's
right?
like, where do you sign it?
And so T-Bob thought it was a check. Like he thought it was an actual payment Christmas bonus. He's like, hey, I got your check in my house somewhere. I forgot it. Somewhere at my house, I forgot it. If that was a real check, there would be zero chance it would ever find its way to me. And not because.
Then what's this right here?
Well, now you went and got Caitlin to go find a picture of it.
No, because I said, hey, be on the lookout. I got Jake's check at home.
Jake's check.
And then you told me it's not a check.
No, it's just the stub.
I like it's like
Jake
right by
has
the
his check.
seat.
Yeah, see, I was taking care of it when I took my suit off last night. I took care of it for you, bro. The bonus is better than the Jelly of the Month Club, that's for sure.
It is. So shout out to Flynn Foster for hooking us all up.
Even though I wish he wouldn't have given Taylor a bonus. Whatever.
Well, he gave him less than he gave us.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
He said you're a full-time employee with part-time skills.
I did have to tell Victoria. I was like, look, I know you have to understand how much I love your husband. I know as his wife, you probably think that I just constantly bully him.
She listened to the show?
And that is true. I do constantly.
If she listens at all.
Off and on.
Okay, if she listens at all, she probably does hate T-Bob.
It was also great to meet Lydia last night. It was excellent.
Alexa.
What'd I say?
Lydia's her daughter.
Oh, okay.
Close enough.
I knew that.
I said Lydia early this morning. I thought
Did you?
Yeah, and I thought you responded, so I thought I had it.
No, it's Alexa. But you were calling her Alexa last night, so it's fine. You didn't do that last night. Wow. Lydia's the 9-year-old.
Well, Alexa's awesome.
Yeah, she
And
is.
Lydia's awesome, to be fair.
Alexa's the best.
I thought it was like,
She's like my permanent +1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can tell y'all have a very good friendship.
Yeah.
All right. So Mike Johnson went on Next Round. And it's a bit of a longer clip, but here's what he had to say about the current state of college football.
Talking to all my good buddies, and y'all know John Parker Wilson and Corey Reamer and some of those guys. It's tough to watch. It really, really is. And I get it. I'm not sure that I can honestly say that any of us would have made different changes. I mean, this is agents, this is parents, this is life-changing money for these guys. At the same time, and I love Greg Byrne. Let me just throw that out there. But you want to talk about not going over very well a week before Christmas and the timing and all of this, and these 18-year-old kids and guys. I know that y'all, look, man, y'all can read between the lines, man. I think a lot of people felt the way I did. You're reading it and going, huh? Like, you want what? And it's tough. Obviously, I'm not his target audience when Greg Byrne puts out the message and he's like, hey, we need more NIL money. I hope he's not talking to me. I've given enough to that school as it is. You know what I mean? Like, me and my friends are like, all right, don't worry about it. But it's tough to watch. And I think Alabama fans feel the same way. And I don't know what the end game is. I don't know where the legislation goes as far as the hearing coming up in April and the revenue sharing and who implements what rules. But it just seems like we're all standing in a circle staring at one another, waiting for somebody to make the first move on who's going to put some rules in place, right? And I don't know if the end goal is super leagues or whatever it is, or some kind of agreement between the Big Ten and the SEC, or maybe the stakeholders, maybe ESPN gets involved in this. But for a guy like myself, who, as old as I feel sometimes, guys, I'm 15 years removed from that 2009 national title run, it's just hard to watch. It's not the same product. You watch, I mean, we used to just love watching the passion of Happy Valley and like all this. It just doesn't feel like the same passionate sport. And I know you guys see that. I know a lot of the viewers see that. It's frustrating. And I don't know. I guess the most frustrating part is I don't know what the end game is. I don't know when it stops. I don't know when it stops spiraling out of control. But I think we've seen so many quality coaches start to move on, look the other way. I mean, I've talked to people inside of numerous programs that say that they're talking to rival programs and just kind of chuckling with one another. Like, what do you even do? What do you even do when these kids are getting these offers while they're on your team and heading somewhere else and then making a different decision 24 hours later? And guys, I heard today from a really reliable source that there is a team in the college football playoff that is actively paying its players to stay throughout the playoff so that they will have enough people to practice with, and they are in the playoff.
Wow. Oh.
It blows my mind that that's what we're dealing with, but these kids are being recruited other places. The transfer portal's wide open, and I don't know what the end game actually is.
I don't know if a single point was made in that entire thing. And then Josh Pate wants to quote tweet it and say he is correct. Now, I'll give Pate this out. If he is saying he is correct about that story about a roster being paid, okay, that is pretty shocking, to be sure. But what is that whole spiel about? It's not like it used to be. There's no passion anymore. Like, did you watch a big college football game this year?
Yeah, that's the part that lost me.
Did you watch Tennessee beat Alabama in Knoxville this year? I know you did. Did you watch the Nashville fans carry a goalpost through the entire town and dump it in the river? Like, and again, I get all sort of people accusing me.
Did you watch Clemson SMU ACC championship game, a neutral site game?
It's like
still had juice to it.
I know that people keep accusing me of and maybe it's true, whatever, of being Bama obsessed here, but it's all the Bama people complaining. It's just like Nick Saban getting up there in front of Congress and saying we have to restore competitive balance. What? It's never been more balanced than it is right now. And again, that's not saying it's perfect. Obviously, there needs to be guidelines and changes. But yeah, you know what you're dealing with? You're dealing with the ripple effects of a literal labor revolution. Like, make no mistake, that's what this is. You had labor that for hundreds of years was making a ton of money for other people but could not be paid. Turns out that's very illegal. So, yes, of course, there's some crazy growing pains. But miss me with that, like, not like it used to be, no passion left. You're just mad because you're not in it. And you can't dominate the sport in the way that you used to.
I just covered one of the most passionate games I've ever been to in Army-Navy last week, and that's not my first time to cover that game.
There you go.
That game had as much juice as any that I've been to, and I've been to 3 in a row, and even that game had more juice to it. And both teams were good, and there's parity in college football. And even a game like Army-Navy, which is always good, can go up a level. Like, I'm having Cam Scadaboo's coming on the show later today. Like, a guy like that in Arizona State, like, they had the opportunity to do something that they never would have had before because of some of the changes in college football. I mean, there's stories all over the place.
Yeah,
Indiana today, who's playing today.
Like, who's still pushing the Super League? I feel like, thank God, we kind of emerged out of the other side of the Super League. Nobody wants that. We want the ACC. We want the Big 12. You want the whole breadth of college football. So funny. It's not like, like make defense great again. You mean the balance, like when they won the Natty every year, and now they're complaining because they haven't won in 4 years? Exactly.
There's 8 ranked teams between the ACC and Big 12 right now. I mean, it's not like they don't matter. It's not like they're not playing good football. 8 teams. And that's not even counting like a team like Georgia Tech, who's not ranked, who took Georgia to 8 overtimes.
Red Stick Tex Tiger says, as the Tiger Stadium, unless it's a nail-biting game, the stadium's half full in the third quarter. The scene has changed tonight. I mean, look, that's true about all sports in general.
There's way more ways to
is trying to get butts in the seat.
Like, even when I was playing, you had to get Tiger Vision for some of the games.
Yeah.
You no longer have to get Tiger Vision. Every single game is on, and it's on with, all the production of the biggest game of the week now. Like, there's not, 3 cameras. You get everything. Like, it's on the SEC network at minimum. And so, that's a portion of it as well. Now, the big games, everybody wants to be at the big games. That's why LSU Ole Miss was a top 5 atmosphere of all time for me. And I've been in that stadium a lot of times.
Yeah.
Played as a fan, as a media member, and that was a top 5 experience.
Ben Hebert says, you support the new system that has refs deciding the games? What?
About the Chiefs?
I don't know. I don't know what Ben's talking about. What? I don't know. I guess I don't really know how to respond. Yeah. So I don't know. Am I off base here? No. That whole thing.
I mean, not in this room. Now,
look, a big circle.
There's a couple of shows after us that would probably maybe agree with Mike. I don't know, but
who? Hunt
and
Live
Matt, right? I don't know. Matt might not.
I don't think Matt would agree.
Matt would agree with that. Anything Alabama.
I wonder where Hunt would go.
Well, I still owe Hunt for his Arizona State and Boise State awful takes.
We're putting that. I'm sorry, Hunt. It was great seeing you at the party last night, but we're putting that take up there with the Mel Kiper too high safety should be a legal take. That goes on the take wall of shame.
It does.
How easy people forgot about that. Like, I forgot.
I'm not forgetting about it. That is the take wall of shame. Oh, what other? There was another one the other day that went up there.
I know.
And now, freaking A, we should have an actual wall of shame.
Should.
And now I forgot what it was. Oh, well.
We'll remember eventually. Yeah, right there we have another board.
Yeah, we'll do the take wall of shame. Yeah. The Mel Kiper
one.
Inaugural.
Until we think of what it was. Hunt's Arizona State, Boise State.
Yeah.
Take 2. Okay.
Chris says Matt loves current city college football. Some of you. Yeah. I mean, again, I think it's a very now. Hunt says, "Damn it! I tune in and hear my take sucks. I don't even know which one it was." It was the one where you were saying that like the Big 12 and ACC shouldn't exist.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't. They shouldn't be in the playoff.
Yeah. Come on now, bro.
Hunt, we all know you hadn't watched a game played west of Texas.
Come on now, bro. I love you, but come on now. But hey, Hunt,
unless it was the Cubs and Diamondbacks.
Hunt, you know what is good news? LSU baseball just got Malachi Washington committed in that 26 class. How about that? All right, when we get back.
Matt's Lab McConkey takes not aging well. That's another one.
No, that's not aging well. But that's like, is that too high safeties level?
No,
it's
just missing on a player.
Yeah.
My worst one, it was Bo Pelini was going to do good when he came back. That's probably my worst one.
Oh, I mean,
I was so excited. I mean, he's my guy.
Dude. Me too. All right, more OTB when we get back.
Off the bench.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood Subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
The best kept secret in town is out. Discover Tallulah at the Renaissance Hotel on Bluebonnet.
Nope, my brother said it was easy. He did it right from his phone.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000 in minutes, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. Bills Happens lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Great news! I went to billshappen.com, and we will have our money as soon as tomorrow.
Wow, that is fast.
If you need extra cash, go to billshappen.com. That's billshappen.com. Billshappen.com.
Christmas carols with Jake and James of Trash Rangers.
Frosty the Trash Man, call Trash Rangers.
Good Lord.
I can't believe y'all made me do this.
Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 5 brands on one lot. Shop BayouAutomotive.com.
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
Wow.
Ooh, oh.
Okay.
Nick said he listened to the whole album the other day when you were gone. When was it that we talked to Nick? When you weren't here?
Army Navy Friday.
Oh, you went for something
Tuesday I
for
had school.
yeah.
This Boys to Men?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a banger.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Okay, we should play all our favorite. So, what's your favorite Christmas song ever?
Oh, we
T-Bob?
know Ariana
The
Grande.
Christmas song. No, well, pop or classic, but I mean, no.
Of all like
it's just number one. It's
any genre.
it's the Christmas
The
song.
Nat King Cole
Yeah,
one?
Nat King Cole one.
What about
Very
you,
chalk.
Jake?
Ooh, I don't know. I didn't think about that.
Not Silver Bells.
No.
Or Blue
I mean, Blue Christmas is
Christmas
pretty
is lit.
high up there, but we've played Blue
That's what I
Christmas a lot. It'd be something by Elvis or Michael Bublé, probably. I don't know.
Bublé.
I didn't know
Bublé's the
this
king of
existed,
Christmas.
though.
Yeah, this is good.
Bublé is a Christmas prince.
Oh, okay.
In a world where Bing Crosby
Oh, fair.
exists,
But he's dead,
nobody else
isn't
can
he?
be
He's
the
not with
king.
us anymore.
So
isn't there like a lineup?
Well, but I feel
session?
like the music makes you immortal. Like what's still getting the most play during the
Yeah, I guess
holidays?
so.
I wonder what the most played Christmas
Also,
song is. every
Bing
year.
rhymes with king.
Yeah.
And then Mariah's the queen.
Yeah.
She's probably the most played Christmas song,
Yeah, probably.
right?
Yeah,
Ariana's a
that's up there.
princess.
Jingle
Yeah.
Bell
Bublé's a
Rock's
I want to
probably
give
up there.
Sabrina.
So here's the top 5 most played Christmas songs.
Okay, you want to try
Of
to
all
guess
time?
him? Let's try to guess him.
Of all time?
Uh,
Or of
Or just
2020?
like one average
all
per
time.
year. Okay.
All time.
All time.
Well-
White Christmas.
Well, no, it's got to be. It can't be. Well, because I don't. Okay,
Santa
go.
Baby.
Well, this looks more. Let me see. I mean, there's some old.
All I Want for Christmas.
Is number 1
Yeah.
in Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go White Christmas
shocked.
because it's old and there's also like 6 different versions.
I mean, White Christmas is one of the most famous, easily. I
No,
mean, built
White
an empire.
Christmas. No.
well, just so many people have done a version of it. I just figured if you.
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin
that'd
laid
been
an
good.
egg.
That'd
what
been
about-
good.
what about
Batmobile lost a
Rudolph the
wheel and
Red-Nosed
Joker
Reindeer?
got away.
Rudolph is number 3.
There you go.
Last Christmas by Wham is number 2.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Number 4 is Blue Christmas by Elvis.
Okay.
Oh, Jake.
And number 5 is Silent Night. Of course, there's 733
Yeah.
versions of
Yeah.
that. Silent Night is number 5.
I feel like Hark the Herald Angels Sing is underrated.
Oh,
You
Holy
really
Night.
sing it with your diaphragm.
Oh, Holy Night's another one that has been around a long time.
Yeah, that
I'm
was.
surprised Santa Baby's not on there.
I'm actually. I don't think I'm surprised. even though I love
Really?
it. Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
feel like I
with
hear it all the
Rolling Stones top 20 Christmas songs of all time, here's where you start to find old Bing. Number 1, White Christmas.
Yeah.
Bing Crosby. Number 2, Silent Night. Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
Number 3, All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey. And then number 4, Do They Know It's Christmas by Band-Aid.
Yeah, that's a good song.
I don't think I
So
know it.
that's saying the We Are the World, right? Situation. I don't know that number 5 should be Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
Yeah, no.
Not saying it's not good. I don't,
Yeah, it's like good, but it's not like. I mean, it's a part of the rotation.
Like top 5.
It's in the party.
Mary,
Yeah.
Did You Know by the Pentatonics? That's a
Mary,
good one.
did you know that your baby boy?
Yeah, that is a good
I
one.
sounded just like them.
Thank you.
Thought they were in the room.
What are you drinking? A pentatonic? That worked? That's the one?
That was a good one.
That's the one that went over and made Jake laugh? Let's go, dude.
That was good. I wasn't ready for that one.
Finally. Oh, my God. Taking a break. Bam.
Off the bench.
All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge. I mean, I didn't think that was going to hit. Let's go. All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. Go there today. And look, we got all your car needs under one roof. New Toyota certified used vehicles. You want to rent. You need a service center, body shop. They're there for you. And look, we got excellent lines of communication, free professional estimates. No decisions are made without you making a big decision. Rather be like, hey, here's the deal. Here's what we're thinking. What do you want to do? Okay, and you can do calls, texts, whatever. It's always a human on the other side. So any of your vehicular needs right now, unfortunately, remember, well, not unfortunate for you. Toyotathon's going on. Unfortunate for the Saints because Jordan Love's incredible during Toyotathon. But that's okay. Go take advantage. Go to All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge.
Go to the website today and see what you can buy new. See what you can lease and always see what you can rent. Call Miss Lisa Sessions today if you've got a last-minute holiday trip to rent a vehicle from All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com.
We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs, even in the case of an after-hours emergency. The light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
The best kept secret.
It's Christmas time.
Welcome in to the best morning sports-ish show around. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
This is the Band-Aid one.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
What?
I don't like it.
Oh, you gotta wait for the hook. Wait for the hook, girlie. Calm down. Oh.
Nah.
No, stop. You haven't even gotten there yet.
Is it coming soon?
Here we go. Turn it up. It's a little bit longer. We're getting there, don't worry. Just a little bit longer.
Nah.
Hold on.
No.
That's what's weird.
I don't like it.
Just keep it playing.
This Duran Duran ass Christmas song.
That I don't think I can argue with that. Keep it playing. Don't turn it off.
I'm playing it.
Okay, I thought you were slow fading me out.
No.
Here, turn it up. That doesn't do anything for you?
Nah.
Oh, what about this little power ballad? I love that part. That's a good part. You know what's weird?
That song?
Yeah, I don't like
that. It's warm in Australia for Christmas.
It's summertime.
I know. It's weird. January summer, December summer. It's like I was watching that Bluey Christmas episode and they're all like grilling and they're like in the pool. It's completely at odds with what we associate our Christmas with here.
Yeah.
You know what came out 23 years ago today?
T-Bob.
2001. Gladiator was 2000.
That's a funny like you're right. Gladiator was.
I was just thinking like Gladiator 2, maybe it's
No, I'm laughing. I like to think that in your head you always use Gladiator as an anchor to measure. Well, Gladiator came out.
Maybe
in
I will now.
So then, 23 years ago today. Any more guesses, guys? A movie that changed my life.
Hold on.
Lord of the
Episode
Rings.
1.
Good job, Alondra. Take it down, Michaelandra.
What do I get?
An atta girl.
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah. Pat on the back. You get D's.
All right.
That seems bad.
What? These
pats
hands.
on the back, yeah.
These hands to pat on the back.
Yeah.
Well, she
I
wouldn't
don't know
feel
where
that.
Jake was going with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel those hands patting my back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, relax. Yeah, Fellowship of the Ring came out 23 years ago today. A literal day, no exaggeration, that changed my life.
It did. I mean, that's where you went on your honeymoon.
I know. I mean, I entered that theater one person and I exited a different one. Like, that's, again, no exaggeration. True movie making magic when all the disparate disciplines, cinematography, wardrobe, writing, light, everything come together and it all works so well. I remember, man, there I am, 11 years old.
How many times that weekend?
I went in at noon, came out at 4, felt like my brain had been rewired. I immediately went and begged my older sister to take me back, and I went in at 8 and came out at midnight. I watched it twice in the same day the first day.
Oh, which poor older sister had to do that?
Ryan, I think she ended up falling asleep during it.
I'm sure she did.
My hair was on fire.
I love Lord of the Rings, but 2 times back to back.
Hell yeah.
Off the bench.
That's the good stuff. I mean, honestly, I just hope that my kids have that experience one day. I also hope that my kids love to gamble on DraftKings. Because it's the most wonderful time of the year. We got hoops, football, hockey, all at the DraftKings Sportsbook. That's right. College football and basketball, pro football, basketball, pro hockey, basically 24/7. Okay? And we got a gift for our new customers. You bet $5, you get $150 in bonus bets. So download DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Baton Rouge. It's code Baton Rouge. New customers get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins when you bet just $5. Happy holidays from DraftKings. The crown is yours. You have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537. 21 plus, physically present, Louisiana. Select parishes only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive reward. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms or responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Licensing partner Golden Nugget, Lake Charles. DraftKings!
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary. For those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Friday, December 20th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 65 in hour 2 of today's show. We'll take our final look at Saints versus Packers on Monday Night Football. We'll talk early Heisman odds for the 2025 season, and we'll talk some college football playoff. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN, and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Merry Christmas from Off the Bench, presented by All-Star Toyota. Join Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert as we spread some holiday cheer and talk all things sports. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio. Let's get this Christmas party started.
Santa, tell me if you're really there. Look who's on TV. It's our guy.
He my guy.
Chase D. It's Chase Daniel. If you don't know the OTB lore that I'm referencing, Matt and Jake hate Chase Daniel. They hate that I like Chase Daniel.
Why are you poking the bear this morning?
I'm in a trolly mood.
Yeah.
I don't know why he does that.
Because I'm a troll. Just a bad person. Yeah. Just yelled at Taylor to shut up in the middle of his doing his job.
Is that your computer?
What's that sound?
Is that not your computer?
I don't know.
I just muted one of them from up there.
I just muted my computer.
I don't hear anything.
Mine's on mute too.
Probably
weird. I don't know.
But no, I don't know Chase Daniel. Matt knows him. I'm just, guy got 4 career starts, and made a lot of money, and I played in 80-something games and made a fraction.
Yeah.
Because he was boys with the quarterback. I was boys with the quarterbacks too. Didn't help me.
Yeah. The backup quarterback, such a fascinating profession to do a study on.
And they're all wearing their
I know. Why do they all have their team they played for hoodies on?
Did Emmanuel Acho play a while? I know his brother did.
I have no.
Sam Acho
I
played a while.
have no idea. I know Shady played. Shout out LaShawn McCoy.
Shout out to him forever.
I saw a stat the other
2007.
day. I almost sent to you guys, but I didn't want to trigger Jake because it was about Chase Daniel. He earned $41 million in his career. It's $250,000 per pass attempt. Per attempt. Like, that didn't even have to be completed.
Who
$250,000.
Yeah. Yeah, like, okay, Kirk Cousins making $400 million is kind of insane, but at least,
Chase Daniel making $41
No, I know.
million.
That's what I'm saying, but at least, like, he played. He bet on himself.
Yeah.
He proved to be good enough where people had to give him that money. People just gave Chase that money.
What was the, I think it was Chad Henne.
Acho played 3 years.
Okay.
Chad Henne was my draft class. He played a long time.
Yeah.
He was a starter for a long time in
He
Miami.
played in Miami for a
Yeah.
number of years. Well, no, it was a few years ago, though. The Chiefs were, like, looking for a quarterback to back up Mahomes because Henne's contract was up, and Mahomes went to the front office. He goes, no, you got to bring Chad back.
Yeah.
He's like, Chad's my guy. He helps me prepare. Like, you have to bring him back.
I mean,
so, like,
that
you,
is-
you stick on like that, like it happened.
No, that's
For
why.
sure. That's every quarterback's
Yeah.
got their guy for the most part.
That's why, like what Jake was talking about, and what I'm saying is, like, that's why it's such a fascinating thing to study, because it's not just about being like, okay, you're viable when you play. It's about how do you mesh with the starter. Like, that's why Aaron Murray can never catch on. He keep getting put on teams with Chase Daniel, and Chase was the ultimate backup, where he'd have all the, like, the film cut up ready to go. He'd basically have the coffee waiting on the starter in the morning, like, just doing all the dirty work to stay employed.
No, the one thing for him that he didn't have that some of the others had, like obviously Matt had a 500-yard game in the NFL. So when he got a chance to play, like, it was like shine. Billy Volek, who was our quarterback in San Diego, the backup, like, Billy for a long time had the NFL record for most passing yards in a game when
Yeah.
he was with Tennessee.
Yeah.
So, like, that was, and then Billy had to come into a divisional round game on the road against the Colts when Phillip tore his ACL, and Billy won that game. So, like, that got Billy, like,
Well, it's
6
like,
years.
It's like Chad. It's like Chad. Like I remember Chad Henne won that playoff game.
Yeah.
When was that? 2 years ago.
Yeah. And Chad's
Never
a little bit
resulted in a
different
Super Bowl.
because
Well, and he started. I mean,
because he was
started,
a long-time starter, but
You talking about with the when they played the Browns, right?
yeah.
Yeah, the Henne game. So that was
It resulted in a Super Bowl, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I mean, it had to be 3 or 4 years ago, though.
Did y'all see the way too early Heisman odds for 2025?
I did, but won't you tell our listeners about them?
Let's get it started.
It's time to get to work, courtesy of Tiger Labor and Staffing,
Time to get
where
to
they
work.
can help take care of
Yeah.
screening, training,
Later.
payroll,
Hey.
and more. Now, for starters.
Look,
I don't think those are real glasses, Acho.
those are not prescription.
No.
Those are not prescription.
Tiger Labor and Staffing, your local, reliable company if you need staffing solutions. Proud to serve Baton Rouge area businesses with fast, flexible service. So you're dealing no calls or no shows this morning, you're short-staffed. Give Tiger Labor and Staffing a call and let them meet your workforce needs. Remember, we're not just forwarding resumes to you, but interviewing and dispatching in the morning in person every morning at 5 a.m. Shout out Frisbee Billy, dude. Hope you're having a great day.
Yeah, appreciate it. I mean, big time supporter. The show, elite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a legend. We need to put him on the Hall of Fame on the chat Hall of Fame wall.
Yeah, on the opposite of Hunt.
Yes,
His
exactly.
bad take.
So 2025 Heisman odds from Bet Online. Arch Manning leading the way at plus 600. Garrett Nussmeier, number 2 at plus 700. John Mateer from OU, plus 800. Drew Aller, plus 900. Nico Iamaleava at plus 1,000. Kate Klubnik, plus 1,100. Kevin Jennings from SMU, plus 1,200. Lenore Sellers, plus 1,200. DJ Lagway, plus 14. I got to say, so first off, shows you how good the market thinks Garrett Nussmeier will be next year. Those odds probably getting a little bump with the wide receiver additions. Now, if you can give him some O-line additions, probably bump it up a little bit further. I'm going to say, though, Jake, now maybe this is a bit prisoner to the moment, but in terms of value plays, I like the bottom 2 on the list in Lagway and Sellers.
I like Sellers a lot.
Yeah, especially Sellers. Especially Sellers.
Yeah, Lagway, I think.
Might be a little too early for Lagway still.
Yeah, I think he'll take a step, and I think he'll be a part of the conversation. But for Sellers, he's there. Like I think he's already in that conversation. Yeah. He's somebody that at the end of the year was thriving, and if you'd have got that guy in a college football playoff, who knows where they could have gone. But Lagway will have some moments, but I think Sellers might actually be like a true front runner for me.
Yeah,
like Arch Manning. I got to see that. I mean, the talent's there. He's had spurts. I got to see him. Hey, this is his team. Everybody's
you don't think with what he
him.
did this year that didn't? I guess he didn't start like these other guys did. That's fair.
No, I think now that if a team goes in like, hey, Arch is the guy, we're preparing for Arch. Let's see how he handles that. Not good, bad, or indifferent. Like you got to see how he handles that. Like the rest of the guys on that list, I've seen. Like Nico's a little too high for me.
Yeah. I mean, Nico's been. Actually, I found a list of let me look it up. On a Bill Connolly had a really fun breakdown of all the games and like kind of interesting factoids and other thing. And I found a list of the QBRs of all the quarterbacks in the playoffs, and not a good look for Nico. He is by far the least good quarterback in this.
This is not a quarterback playoff.
No,
this is a running back playoff.
Actually true.
This is a running back playoff, which, Flynn, I hope you're still listening, bud.
Yeah, he texted us this segment blows because Chase Daniel.
We're taking it back. Back to the old early 90s. Emmitt Smiths, the Thurman Thomases.
Oh, yeah.
Or running backs are king.
Oh, you're saying like screw quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I agree.
You've already made enough.
I agree. I mean, honestly, I had to go to HR about Matt because he kept touching my balls at practice every day.
Moscona?
No, Flynn.
Oh.
He wouldn't stop. I get there as a freshman. I show up to 7-on-7. Next thing you know, hand right up in there. I'm like, whoa, bro. I don't even know you. What you doing? Get down, boy. Snap me the ball. I guess I have to. He's the quarterback.
We didn't play his cameo video yesterday. We forgot about it.
Should we play it?
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Can we load that up, Tay-Tay? Have that ready to go.
Happy 100th birthday.
Me know that not real money.
Literally Gronk vibes.
Y'all want to know something interesting? So everybody craps on Penn State for being awful in top 5 games, right? And I can't remember the exact window here. Maybe it's in 2016, but James Franklin, he's 1-14 against top 5 teams. But how about this? Notre Dame's 2-7. Arizona State's 1-3. Texas is 1-8. Tennessee's 1-15. Indiana's 0-16. Like they're not like. I guess I'm just saying that Penn State's not exactly out on their own, and not like as much as we want to paint James Franklin as being that, not winning these big games.
All right, here we go. Matt Flynn.
Hey, it's Matt Flynn, wishing Guarantee a happy 100th birthday.
100th birthday.
Wishing. Why do you struggle on wishing so much?
I literally told him exactly what to say.
Birthday.
I throw the ball.
I told him exactly what to say 2 seconds before that
I
video.
throw the ball.
Me throw the ball hard.
I am excited to watch college football on TNT. I just really want Shaq, Chuck, and Kenny there.
Yeah. Chuck knows college football.
There's a guy that does incredible impressions of all of them that has been doing like them covering serious events. And there's like a September 11th one, like a Vietnam War one, and I'll send them to you because it might be worth playing on the show. It's
Is it
very
Ari
funny.
Spears?
No.
He does
some random. No, I mean
he does a good check.
Yeah. Ari's a good impressionist, but no, it's been I don't know. It's been for forever. Not for what am I talking about? I'm sorry. I'm very distracted. I think I have to go to my daughter's Christmas play. I'll be back.
Wait, you said 8:30.
I know, but now my wife's texting me, babysitter didn't show up. I got to go meet her. I got to go grab Bobby or something. Indiana's going to win tonight. I'll be back.
Jesus.
You'll be back.
Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm not leaving for the whole show. I'll be back a little bit after 9.
Okay.
All right, guys. Merry Christmas. I'll be back. Later.
You don't want to go to break first. Just leave
Yeah,
right
let's just
now.
go to break.
Okay,
So it's
yeah.
not
It has
as
to be this
awkward
second.
as physically possible.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. Trashrangers.com is the website. And one of the things I always love during the holiday season, because during the holiday you have more trash, but the trash typically doesn't get picked up, right? You just take the week off if you fall on one of those holidays and you don't get picked up. And so it piles up. That is not the case with Trash Rangers. You go to their website, again, trashrangers.com, and it has the Christmas trash collection schedule. So if you're normally a Wednesday, you're Thursday. If you're normally a Thursday, you're Friday, Saturday, and they'll tell you exactly when they're going to pick up your trash. And if you have questions, concerns, you go right there on the homepage, you click on the tab, and they'll tell you when they're going to pick up your trash. But you can always go to their website as well to sign up for residential service, sign up for the commercial service. All that's at the bottom of the website. Roll off dumpsters as well. We tell you about that every single day. 3 different sizes to choose from. You tell them what you're looking for, and they're going to make sure that you have the right one at your project. Go to the website, trashrangers.com.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product is always
Welcome back to the best morning sports show around. Sorta. It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Hunt came down here to defend his terrible take, and it was still as bad as ever. Says he doesn't care that Arizona State had 4 ranked wins. I'm rooting for Arizona State and Boise State just so I can come here and laugh at Hunt. Just point my finger and laugh at Hunt.
It's not just Hunt, though. I mean, we were talking about it yesterday. I don't remember who it was in the chat. Was like, everybody goes to bat for Ashton Jeanty, and he only played one Group of 5 school. It was Oregon. It was a 3-point game, and he also had 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like, what are we doing? You can't say, oh, well, he hasn't done this. The one sample size we do, he was awesome.
Yeah, again, I said it early in the year. I will sit down. I will watch tape with anybody that wants to watch it. Ashton Jeanty's doing things that nobody else could do. I don't care if you don't like who he's playing. He did it against the best competition they've played. He's done it against everyone. That's how you knew his name coming in to this season. Indiana kind of falls into this category too, which is wild because they do play in the Big Ten. So they play in one of the two, what a lot of people call the mega conferences, the super conferences, whatever you want to call them. Well, Indiana plays in one of those leagues, but because of the way scheduling kind of fell upon them, they didn't play Penn State. They didn't play Oregon. And so they kind of fall into this conversation. So if they beat Notre Dame tonight, I mean, that feels like even a little bit of, kind of what we're talking about. The Alabama, some of the teams that missed out. Like if Indiana wins, that feels like they'll get one over on some of that crowd, even though they're in the Big Ten, right?
Yeah, I would think so. And like to your point, it's a little unfair to Indiana, right? Like it's not your fault with the scheduling. Like you could say the same thing about Texas. Who did Texas play in the SEC? It's very similar to that. But we were talking about James Franklin last segment. And I was thinking about it this morning. People are not going to say, because like what do you always hear about James Franklin? Okay, well he can't win big games. Do you consider a win over a SMU a big game? I do. A lot of people aren't. And then the winner of that plays Boise State. There's a chance that James Franklin wins 2 games in the college football playoff and accomplishes nothing because of it in the eyes of a lot of people in the national media, because they're going to be like, okay, great, you beat SMU and Boise State. Those aren't big games.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, yes. Which coach do we think, though, has the most pressure? Is it easy to say the answer that we're probably all thinking? And
I would say Ryan Day.
Which is wild because he probably has the best record of anybody, even going against Kirby's record. Now Kirby's got the national championships. I'm just talking about just overall record. If it's not Ryan Day, though, who is it? Is it James Franklin?
It might be James Franklin. I got to tell you, I know that he's won it, and I go to bat for him a lot. I think Dabo's got a little bit of pressure on him. Dabo has bet on himself during this NIL thing and transfer portal.
And they actually got a transfer in, their first ever defensive guy out of the portal. First ever. You heard that right. I can't decide if I think Dabo's playing with house money or if he's got like the most pressure.
Yeah,
like it's odd because he wasn't supposed to be here. After they lost to South Carolina, that was it. It was over. He basically said so himself. Well, then Fran Brown and Syracuse beat Miami. They get an opportunity. They go out against SMU. They hold on at the very end. They kick the 56-yarder. We all know that. So in my mind, he is playing with a little bit of house money. But to Clemson fans, I wonder where they're at, because they are a program that expects championships because he brought them championships. And because of what you just said, Tay-Tay, they haven't done a deep dive into the transfer portal, literally getting their first defensive guy ever out of the transfer portal. They don't do a deep dive. They don't spend a lot of money in the NIL space. Everyone else is. Like, if he doesn't win, are those fans going to be like, see, this is the ceiling now. This is the best that we can do, is backdoor our way into the playoff and not play for championships.
They also, like, Clemson's an interesting study if you go look at their season, because you could say, okay, well, they have 3 losses. They really only have 1 bad loss. And I mean, Louisville's not a terrible loss. I mean, it was at home, but you lose to Georgia and the final score is awful. 34-3 is terrible in week 1. I get it. This is a 6-0 game at halftime. It was 6-0. You were there. You were within grasp. You played an awful half of football. It's one of the worst half of footballs I've seen all year. So you play an awful half of football against Georgia. You lose to a red-hot South Carolina team by 3 points, a team that nobody wanted to face at the end of the year. And then you could argue they controlled that game against SMU. I mean, SMU had to come back and tie it in order for Clemson to go. I mean, Clemson was up 17 points in that game at one point. So it's like, what Clemson are we going to get? At times they've looked awesome. They have the bad losses, but I mean, those losses really aren't that bad.
Not been a bad football team. I think obviously the Georgia game and the way that second half played out, it really set the tone for what the expectation, what our thought process was going to be for Clemson. What about Steve Sarkisian? Alondra?
So I actually
was Texas fan here.
I was actually going to say, like, I don't think his seat is hot. I don't think it's warm.
No.
I don't think it's like, but he definitely has a little bit of pressure coming off of like last year. And like y'all mentioned earlier, he did have an easy schedule coming into the SEC. So it's like, can you go out there, take advantage of that easy schedule with like the two quarterbacks that are really good that you have, this defense that is amazing too. So it's like, can you get the big games done? It's like the same thing with James Franklin. Like, can you win the big games?
Yeah.
Sark last year didn't win the one that he needed to win.
Lost to Washington, yeah.
So I think if you do take that loss to Clemson, it'll be a little.
Yeah. Sark's.
And Texas is just a little funny with like.
Yeah.
How much leeway they give their coaches.
Yeah, Sark's the one that's kind of in a space of his own because I agree he does need to win because you lost to Washington last year. And if you go out and you lose to Clemson again, that's going to be a very bad look. I think you need to win one playoff game. You win one, I think you're pretty good. Now, you're going to be facing off against Arizona State, so a lot of people are going to want you to win two. But also, he's the one guy that actually got Texas back. A lot of people said they had Texas back, but they didn't really. Like, they had him in an okay spot. But Texas is not okay. Texas expects to be great.
Right.
And he got them to that point. So I actually think that Steve Sarkisian should get a little leeway because he's actually got them not only in the conversation, but he's got them in the games when nobody else, Tom Herman, Charlie Strong, all these guys never got them in that spot.
Well, 2 years in a row, but like, what happens? Because I agree. I don't think there should be any pressure on Steve Sarkisian. What happens if he loses to Clemson by 14 points? Goes in there, Quinn Ewers plays awful. The defense doesn't hold up like it has all year long. Like there'll be people talking,
People are
but
gonna
I
be
don't think there's
upset
any
because
pressure on him.
I think that there's like a sneaky, like tiny little amount of. I'm not saying there's pressure on Sark, but
Right.
like there's like a little bit there because like
Just
those
'cause of the way
two
last year
losses to
went.
last year, also those two losses to Georgia, like the two games that were
The two games
that were
against
going to
good
challenge
opponents.
you, right? Exactly. Yeah, like so. Those two losses to Georgia, plus if you lose to Clemson, who we just said Dabo might be on the hot seat or like have pressure on him, it's not. People are going to be upset about that for sure.
Of the coaches in the college football playoff, we're talking about, who has the most pressure. Who is playing with the most house money? Like, which team do you think you could go out there and see them just act buck wild? We're throwing flea flickers. We're doing every double reverse passes because right now, where we already are, like it's already
Indiana.
It's already good enough.
Oh,
There's a lot of teams that
for me,
Indiana,
it's Arizona State.
SMU, Arizona
For me,
State.
it's
Arizona State, yeah, true.
Like I would say Boise State because
But Boise's got a little bit more expectation.
Well, not only that, Boise's got to be thinking, when's the next time we're back here?
Fair.
Like Jeanty's gone. Like as much as we want to go out there and play free, we got to play smart as well. Arizona State, we talked about it. They were picked to finish dead last in their conference. They had a 0.5% chance of winning the Big 12 coming into this year. Kenny Dillingham's young. He's from there. He's not going anywhere. I mean, I imagine that, it looks like they have staying power in that conference. I think Arizona State's the one that just house money right now.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point because Boise State, even though they are like the class and have been the class for 2 decades of the group of five, it's like, when are we ever going to be in a position like this? Certainly where we get the bye and we're waiting on an opponent. Indiana, Cignetti doesn't have a lot of pressure, but also same thing. Like, will we ever have a schedule that lines up like that? We had all these veteran players come over from James Madison. Now, it's not to say that they can't parlay this into future success. I mean, they certainly can, but what if they don't? Like, what if they don't get the guys and recruits that they think they're going to get? SMU, kind of same deal. Like, SMU, I think, is actually going to be on the rise.
I do too.
I think SMU is about this might be the best time that you get SMU. They got a lot of money in Highland
I was
Park.
about to say, with all that money, I mean,
They're paying their way in the ACC right now. They're not getting a check from the conference. They're literally getting paid and in this position by people from the school to support the school.
Yeah.
And you know that they're going to get a bump. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to SMU? Like, if I'm in that area, they're going to start competing with some of these recruits that are going to other places in the state of Texas. Like, maybe not Texas and Texas A&M right now, but TCU and Baylor, Texas Tech, all, like those places. SMU's ahead of those places right now. It has to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you have Texas and Texas A&M in the SEC. I mean, the third team has to be SMU now. It's no longer Baylor.
Texas is big enough where if you're the third team in Texas, you're still going to have some really good players.
Well, and you have the advantage of, like, we're the one Texas team not in the SEC. So while the SEC is kind of cannibalizing each other, you can kind of sit over there in the ACC a little bit. But no, to your point about Indiana, Jake, I kind of agree with you. It's like Cignetti's like, hey, you know, the schedule's never going to align to us. And also so many times a coach comes in with low expectations and they surprise a lot of teams, right? Teams aren't prepared for them. That's not going to be the case anymore. I mean, people know about Kirk Cignetti. They know Indiana's hopefully here to stay. So no, I got to go Arizona State. Like I keep going back to them. Dillingham's young. He's been at that school. I mean, that's his alma mater, and that's a more winnable conference, I think, year in and year out for Arizona State than the Big Ten.
I'll give you a quick example just of how much talent Texas has, and a lot of our listeners know this because they've seen LSU recruit Texas or they live in Texas still. When Rhett Lashley, like when they went to watch Texas high school football, they didn't know who Kevin Jennings really was. They went to watch another player, and Rhett Lashley's like, wait a minute, who's the quarterback? Tell me about the quarterback. I don't care about the guy I came here to see. I want to know about the quarterback. So, like, nobody really knew who Kevin Jennings was. And by the end of it, he left with an SMU offer because, like, that's the state of Texas. And so, like, again, if you're third place in that state, you're still doing really well in recruiting. You can still build a program. And then, like, hey, find your little pipelines, right? Can you get a little bit in North Louisiana? Can you get a little bit in South Oklahoma, parts of Arkansas to, you know, make your program? And, of course, SMU is going to be somebody that takes, you know, transfers in as well. I mean, obviously it's going to be something where you can benefit there. But I don't know, man, there's a lot of coaches and a lot of programs right now that are going to play dangerous, play free, because there's not a lot of expectation on them, and a lot of people expect them to lose anyways. All right, we will step away. More OTB when we come back here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, we've been telling you over the last couple of weeks, and now's the perfect time because you probably have the kiddos with you right now, and you're looking for something to do. Well, there's nothing better to do than to go to Main Event. So go to mainevent.com to find that location off Bluebonnet Boulevard in Baton Rouge. Remember, they stay open late as well, and it's really whatever you want to make it. You can book a party, you can book the bowling alley, you can have a corporate event, you can have just a family night out. That's what we take advantage of all the time. We go, we have dinner, lunch, whatever it might be. We go play games, and the kids really enjoy it. It's a great family event. And, again, it is whatever that you want to make it. You can do multiple things over there at Main Event. And remember, you can get that 30-minute game card if you mention OTB. So you go to the front, you mention off the bench, OTB, whatever, and they're going to give you that. So free games on OTB and Main Event. Go to the website today, again, to find all that information, mainevent.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our number one product is always customer satisfaction. Visit us online at reliefwindows.com. Oh, by the way, we do shutters too.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the
Welcome back to the 9th-ranked morning sports show in America. Off the bench.
All right, welcome back into OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. No T-Bob for I don't know how long. He was supposed to leave at 8:30, left at 8:10, and that SOB is listening to Murphy, Sam, and Jody.
I was about to say, did you see the text he sent?
What a loser. He texted us, oh my God, Murphy. He said, damn, he meant Sam. Murphy, Sam, and Jody are so good. So not only did this man leave this show earlier than he said, but he's in the car and not even giving us a listen.
He's like the most disloyal person.
The most I've ever met in my life.
Ever.
What I appreciate about it is he owns it.
Hey, but
he knows it. He's like, yeah.
He had your
if I like
bonus,
that.
though. He has your bonus check.
That man really thought that was a check.
He really did. He
And-
texted last night and he was like, hey, I have your bonus. And I was like, no, you don't.
I know. I was like, last year was just like the pay stub.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like you unfold it, it's like super thin paper. Like it doesn't look like a check at all. As soon as I opened mine, I felt it. I didn't even unfold it. I'm like, oh, this isn't a check. It's just the stub.
Yeah.
Nope,
He's like one
not
of those
T-Bone.
guys where, like, if we have beef with somebody that, like, we kind of all know, but they're not like, core members. Like, we're core members. We see each other every day.
Yeah.
And, like, if I had a problem with one of them, kind of like the Chase Daniel thing.
Yeah.
Like, let's hear both sides. Let's let both people speak here. Where if y'all had a problem with somebody, I'd be like, yeah, screw that person.
Same.
Even if we were all wrong.
Yeah.
Like, screw that person.
I agree.
He sucks.
Yeah. I don't like Chase Daniel.
Yeah, right.
I have a lot of opinions on football players. Shocker, I know. I always ask Jake, you've probably met this person. What's this guy like?
Yeah,
he tells me they're A-okay. Okay, yeah, well, I'll give him a shot. If he tells me they suck, I'll be like, yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we do that all the time.
There's nobody that I have to fight that fight for more than my guy, Danny Canal. Because Danny on Twitter, I get it. I trust me. Even sometimes I'm friends with Danny. I'm like, Danny, that's a step too far. In person, Danny's awesome. He's great. Doing shows with Danny is fun. He's not Twitter Danny. Twitter Danny, I don't know about Twitter Danny.
Hard to defend. Yeah.
Very hard to defend. But I try to get out in front of it again because, I'm like, okay, we're colleagues. We work on the same channel over on Sirius XM. That's the hardest one. I feel like I am Jon Snow, and the horses are charging right at me with that one.
Yeah.
I got to get the sword out, and it's like it's going to be a battle.
Well, especially where we're at, right? Because he kind of made his.
I know.
Like the first time it was like the Twitter controversy was like Danny Cannell's the anti-SEC guy. Danny Cannell hates all things SEC. He's an ACC elitist. Like we don't want him here. So like not only does he pop off on Twitter, where you live is especially tough.
Yeah, it's not easy. It is not easy. Tate, you were telling me a story. We were talking about Kevin Jennings being found by Rhett Lashley, just randomly going to watch a high school game with another recruit. It's actually how I got found by Coach Saban. He was there to watch our quarterback at a spring practice, John David Booty, and didn't know who I was. So it's always great to hear a story like this.
Yeah, so I was telling you, Jack Tuttle, who we all know, he's been in multiple colleges. He's at Michigan right now. Ohio State was bringing in Jack Tuttle for like a summer camp. They wanted to bring him in, see him throw. He's kind of like taking a visit. And they were like, who do you want to throw to? And he said, hey, is it okay if I bring my high school teammate? His high school teammate was Chris Olave. And Chris Olave wound up obviously getting a scholarship from Ohio State. And the rest is history. And then I was also telling you about Kyle Trask. Because when Kyle Trask took over for Felipe Franks, everybody said, hey, why did we never heard about Kyle Trask? He looks so much better than Felipe Franks. Like, what's the deal? Kyle Trask never started a game in high school. He was on the same team as De'Aaron King, who Houston, Miami,
Yeah.
we know De'Aaron King.
Quarterback coach now.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so their coach wanted to run the triple option, which is obviously way more fits De'Aaron King's skill set than Trask. Well, their team was really good. They were blowing guys out, and they would put in Trask in the second half, switch their offense to a spread. Dan Mullen was in the stands and was like, well, that guy fits my offense. Who's that? So Kyle Trask got a scholarship offer without ever starting in high school.
Man, that is why it's kind of, Matt Castle, who never started at USC, played like a decade plus in the NFL. Based
good
off,
with the Patriots.
Somebody just seeing him throw the football. Like at some camp or something, combine, whatever it might be. I always love stories like that. There's always great like camp stories. Wow, there's one like Notre Dame's on the TV and they're talking about them because they're playing today, which we'll get to maybe a prediction breakdown of the game. One of my favorite stories though. So there was a Notre Dame football camp, and my guy Philip Rivers went up to the camp, and Philip wasn't like a highly recruited guy. I mean, he had scholarship offers to play quarterback at NC State or tight end at Auburn. Like those were his two offers. Well, he's going to this Notre Dame camp, and I guess it would have been Casey Clausen that started at Tennessee for a long time, had a pretty decent career. Well, they go to the camp, whatever, and nobody knows who Philip is. He's got the different throwing motion, and so like everybody's kind of, has their thoughts on that. And he goes up to the camp, and he sees Casey kind of getting ready to go, and Philip's like, hey, let's play catch. Let's get warmed up. And Casey's like, looks at him, he's like, I don't know who you are, bruh, and waves him off. Wouldn't warm up with Philip Rivers, who's potential NFL Hall of Famer, because he didn't think he had the status to warm up with him.
That's crazy.
How about that?
I don't know him. Not the first time I've heard a story like that involving Casey Clausen. So I'm not super surprised by that. That family. I mean, remember when Jimmy, the youngest, was starting? I mean, he was Mr. Everything. He was Heisman favorite at Notre Dame. They're like this guy, and then just. Nope. And who was that? Was that the Mel Kiper where he said if Jimmy Clausen's not a good quarterback, I'll retire?
Yeah.
I think it was Jimmy Clausen.
Yeah, so there's Casey, there was Rick, who actually started his career here at LSU, and then there was Jimmy. Is there a better redneck name to say than Jimmy, by the way?
No.
I mean, every time
Jimmy's
you say his
good.
name, I say Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy's a good one.
S tier. Is S tier. So yeah, that's my my Clausen story. And speaking of Notre Dame, as I mentioned, they are playing tonight. Styles make fights. Notre Dame wants to run the football. Indiana stops the run better than anybody in the country. Cannot wait to see which one of these styles wins out. It is going to be in the snow. It's going to be colder than cold. It's going to be a nighttime game. Notre Dame, I think maybe the first Friday home game I believe they've ever played, and like some crazy NBC stat, like the first one that's not going to be a home NBC game in however many years. So a lot of different things going on there in South Bend, and they've got some pressure on them. Like the last thing that you want to do, going back to our last segment about expectations and who's playing with house money and who's got the most pressure, it's not Marcus Freeman, because Marcus Freeman just got an extension. He's doing awesome things there. But just like having Indiana, who's in your state, who's not even like a little brother. They've been so irrelevant, they're not even little brother. They're like your distant fourth cousin. And if they come into your trap and take your trap, as Kirk Thuggins would say, that's not a great look. I mean, you would have a really good year, but that would include 2 losses against Northern Illinois and Indiana.
Yeah, and I mean, you got a fiery coach that kind of made waves in the mainstream with Curt Cignetti. Everybody loves him. You mentioned it. You're in the same state, but you're also going against a team that's in the Big Ten. I mean, they're in an elite conference.
Yeah.
You, for whatever reason, just refuse to join one and remain independent. But, yeah, I mean, the bigger the Big Ten gets and the bigger Cignetti gets, if Indiana can win this game, that is bad news for Notre Dame. Because for whatever reason, you could say, okay, well, high school football in the state of Indiana, whatever, doesn't matter. Notre Dame gets all those players. They always have. May see a changing of the guard a little bit.
Alondra, Indiana, Notre Dame,
So,
how you feeling?
I'm kind of feeling Indiana on this one. I think Curt Cignetti has obviously more experience than Marcus Freeman does, and I think that gives him a little bit of an edge in this game. So I kind of want to go Indiana on this one.
I would love to see a big cat drill between the 2 head coaches at the 50-yard line before the game.
I got to go Marcus.
Yeah, Curt Cignetti's like, he's got some piss and vinegar.
He does.
Now,
He does.
Marcus Freeman, he's my meathead brethren. I played against Marcus. That's what I need to see.
Y'all played the Natty against each other, right? Yeah, he was on that team.
Yeah, that's what I need to see.
I want to pick Indiana so bad in this game for all the reasons you just said.
Does it feel weird, though? Okay, so all these games are at least a touchdown favorite.
Yeah.
At least they were yesterday.
Sure.
And
I think Notre Dame might actually be down to 6.5.
okay, so it dropped a little bit since
Yeah.
yesterday. So everybody expects the favorites to roll in these games. But more than any game here in the first round, there's been late love for Indiana more than any underdog. I'm talking about in the bets. I'm talking about in the conversation. Here on this show, we hear some in the chat. On off campus, it's like all the interactions we get, it's like Indiana. Like there's a belief that Indiana is going to go do this deal.
Yeah.
And that's why you see the line change like it is. And I don't know what the shift was because it wasn't always like that. But over the last probably 5 or 6 days, there's been a big, hey, Indiana. I don't know if it's people started to dive into the analytics. I don't know if they started to watch some tape. I don't know. But it's been Indiana love the last couple of days.
I think it's Cignetti. I mean, I think it's everything we talked about. Because look at the other first-round games. Josh Heupel, a lot of people have mixed opinions about him. We know who Ryan Day is. Sark, Dabo, Clemson, Texas, they are what they are. I mean, nothing's going to shock us in that game, any outcome. Everybody expects Penn State to roll over SMU. The Cignetti factor, though, I mean, that's the one coach that, like we were talking about, he's really kind of become mainstream this year. A lot of people have jumped on the Cignetti bandwagon. I mean, I think that extra Cignetti bump is what's getting people to side with Indiana.
Yeah, I think it's the Cignetti, but like also Indiana, to me, like they dominated the games that they won. Notre Dame, like it was more of like a closer score between the games that they won with their opponents, but I don't know, like this one I'm literally going strictly off vibes, and Indiana's just giving me a vibe. Curt Cignetti's giving me a vibe that he's going to go win that game.
And we are going to find out tonight. Again, playoff action is going to be tonight. That's going to be 7 p.m. local time over on ABC. 7 versus 10, Notre Dame versus Indiana. And later in the show, if T-Bob does come back, we will put together a little pontoon parlay maybe a little groupthink pontoon parlay of which teams that we think are going to win because, with so few games, obviously it's going to be a little bit different there. Also, we'll update you on the ticket prices as we often do here on Fridays on OTB. More OTB coming your way here on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, go to All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com, All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. Buying new, leasing, or renting, everything is available. Multiple midsize SUVs. They've got the Sienna minivan. They've got the full-size Sequoia, multiple sedans, multiple hybrids. Whatever you're looking for, whatever your needs are, whatever your family's needs are, they're going to be met over at All-Star. And again, in all 3 of the phases that they offer there. Now, certainly, like you go a lot of places, new vehicles are going to have everything available. Not always the case, but most of the time. Leasing, you got a couple of options, maybe one in each category. Not the case over at All-Star. Everything's available. Now, I know in the rental department, you've got like maybe one sedan, maybe one midsize SUV, and maybe the Sequoia, maybe the Sienna, like larger vehicles. Not the case over at All-Star. Everything is available. So if you've got a trip planned for the holidays, if you've got something for New Year's, go ahead, rent that Toyota today. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Lowe for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to.
Let's go. It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing.
Welcome in to the best morning sports-ish show around. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
But I can't stop staring at your face. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe.
Bieber?
Yeah, this is
right?
the one. I was like, top 5? Top 5.
I mean, look, I can get behind some Biebs, but yeah.
I can get behind some Biebs, but
it's all right. It's all right. It's better than some of that stuff T-Bob plays. Awful music taste. All right, so last night, my Bush League Bolts took care of the Broncos. The Broncos were my team for a couple years, but I spent longer with the Bush League Bolts, and so y'all know where my loyalty lies. And so watching the game, and something happened for the first time since 1976, and in fact, when it happened in 1976, it was also involving a Charger. Then San Diego Charger kicker was the last kicker to make a fair catch free kick. And here's what it sounded like last night when it happened again for the first time in NFL since 1976.
3 years now, solving Charger kicking woes for several years prior to that. Can he bang it through? On its way. It is. Yep. 3 years
All right,
now.
so that was Dicker the kicker, Cameron Dicker, with a 57-yard free kick. And so, you know, it is one of those crazy rules, and after a fair catch, you have the option to try a free kick. Now, oftentimes, you don't see this situation pop up, and if you get the ball back, you're trying to go score touchdowns. But the Chargers, they had fair catch interference against them, right? So they got 15 more yards. Actually, Darius Davis, who played down the road, I believe at Westphal, so shout out to a local guy. And they tried it. And it was one of the differences in the game. They needed some momentum going into the locker room. So again, first time it's happened since 1976. Every special teams coach ever would talk about these crazy rules. It's kind of like the one, like if a kick's going out of bounds and you step out of bounds and have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you catch it, you get the ball at the 40. Like it's one of those crazy special teams rules. So Tete Alondra, did y'all know this was actually a rule before seeing it last night?
I had heard about being able to do the free kick. I had never seen it done, obviously, because I wasn't around way back then.
I wasn't. I was -9.
It's cool to see. I couldn't remember exactly. It's one of those rules you're like, I know there's a free kick, but I'm not quite sure how. So when I got home last night, saw it, I was like, hell yeah.
Okay, so here's what it is. And again, this Rich Bisaccia, I've got to text you. I know you were giddy last night watching this, as many times you've told us about it. So according to NFL rules, if a player makes a fair catch, his team may attempt a kick from the spot rather than begin its next possession. If the kick goes through the goalpost on the scoring end of the field, it is worth, you guessed it, 3 points, as many as a field goal. On a fair catch kick, the ball does not have to be snapped, and the kicker can have a bigger running start before kicking the ball. Essentially, it's just like a kickoff attempt with a holder instead of a tee. And I was surprised, Cameron Dicker only took his normal 3 steps. I was kind of like, hey, you can get back there. And my son, who he's 15, and he talks football all day. He goes, yeah, but if you do that, then it's going to maybe change, how accurate you can be.
Field goal
exactly.
routine.
So I was like, actually, that's a good point. And Dicker's certainly got the leg to make a 57-yarder. So how about the rule? Yeah. And I'm surprised we hadn't seen this more right before the half. A team's backed up and you fair catch it, you catch it on the 50. Why not? Why not give it a go? And I don't believe you can't return it either, is my understanding.
It's higher percentage than a Hail Mary if you only need 3 points. If you're kicking it from the 45 or the 50, why not? It's the last play of the half.
You could tell, Harbaugh, he knew it, but he was like, I need to triple confirm that this is a real thing. He had that blank look on his face, which I love Jim Harbaugh, the fact that he's coaching my Bush League Bolts, but he kind of always has that look, but it was even more so. So, yeah, first time since 1976. The Chargers get the dub. Big for them as they are trying to get into the postseason after a disaster that was Brandon Staley. It was certainly good to see. All right, coming up in hour number 3, I believe Rivers is going to be back in after a couple weeks gone. I believe T-Bob at some point is coming back as well. Pontoon Parlay. What's the ticket? All coming your way here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to k2zblinds.com, k2zblinds.com, and man, I just call them today. Call them today, 225-791-1220, and schedule that appointment because it's not too late. Look, here it is on the 20th, but if you schedule that appointment, you have them come out, look at your space on Christmas morning. Whoever it is in your home that is into, decorating, or if they're into just the functionality of what this shade can do for you, it's still hey, here's what I got for you, right? It doesn't have to be under the tree. You just let them know this is what we are going to do for the holidays, and I can promise you it is going to change your space. I cannot tell you the benefit of having this shade. It's on the exterior of our home. It helps obviously in that portion of it when we're outside watching TV, grilling, the whole deal. But just watching TV completely changes the mood of your living room. It's going to do that for you as well. Go to the website, k2zblinds.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Lowe for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's at 9 a.m. here on Friday, December 20th. Today in Baton Rouge, expect sunny skies with a high of 65. In hour 3 of today's show, Rivers Huey stops by the studio for a full hour of Champagne Shenanigans. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and Off the Bench is here to bring you some holiday cheer. Presented by All-Star Toyota. Join us for a cozy chat about sports, laughter, and the spirit of Christmas live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio. Here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
All right, welcome back in OTB 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge. No T-Bob because he left. We don't know where he's at. Rivers is back in,
Hello,
though.
fill in for T-Bob.
How long has it been since you've been here? Because I haven't been here on Fridays either in a long time.
I think, no, it was just like the weeks that you were gone, I was gone. So I think I was here that one before. Like the last, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know either.
We'll call it 4 weeks.
Yeah. I don't think I've been here. I don't think I've been here in 3. This is my first time maybe in a month to be here on a Friday. That's what this time of the year is for me always. And then you've got the Christmas parties, the kids, musicals.
I feel like my kids are singing in church every week. T-Bob was like,
your kids do sing a lot in church.
T-Bob was like, your kids better make it big. Well, I think it's because, so they do it by, there's only 5 grades at St. James, or it goes to 5th grade or whatever, and they start singing at pre-K4. So anyways, they just go in order. So it's like pre-K4, then kindergarten, then they go up, and then they just repeat. And so like every however many weeks, like my kids have to sing, and they're back to back. So it's like pre-K4, kindergarten. So there's 2 weeks in a row I'm always going to have to go.
You got 5.
And it's like a full service up in there,
5 more
too.
years of this.
Yeah, it's like you go to church, you do the full service. So it's like real, it's just, And that's someone who grew up Catholic and, just sitting in those Catholic masses. I mean, it's Episcopal, but it's, it's still, it's still
Catholic church is quick. If you're going to a Catholic wedding, buckle in.
So all the kids go or whatever, starting at pre-K4. And Estelle's pretty chill. Like, she's like, whatever, she'll sit there. She doesn't want to, but she'll sit there.
Yeah.
Grant is not chill. He's not chill about it. He's just like, I think the last time we were there, he waited until the quietest part of church, and he's just like, this is so boring. And there was a couple dads who looked at me, and they were like,
yeah, we're with you.
We get it, buddy. So that's what I've been doing, watching my kids sing in church.
Do they have to like dress up or anything, or is it
no?
just
They
like
wear uniforms, so that's not.
Yeah, I was talking. Katie and I were talking about this the other night. It's like this time of year, it's like the school's just like, hey, it's the last day of school. You've got 1,000 things going on. You're trying to get ready for Christmas.
Dress your kid up like the Grinch.
Yeah.
It's
like
what?
Dress them up in something. Or
Crazy sock day.
Yeah.
Which is
disco
fine.
day. It's like, oh yeah, disco day, because I've got disco clothes laying around.
That's right. I need just a little time to prepare. I just need a little time to prepare.
Or just don't do it.
But if you're going to do it, let us know like way in advance. I don't need to know on Sunday that tomorrow my kid needs to wear crazy socks, because the thing is like, if I don't put my kids in crazy socks, they're going to be the only ones not in crazy socks, and they're going to be upset. And anyways.
And so then you're going to put your kids in the crazy socks, which is just the socks from the trampoline park. And then the trampoline park socks have like the rubber things on the bottom. So then they're going to complain about how they're uncomfortable.
I have a million pairs of those trampoline socks because when we go to the trampoline park, I can never, ever find them. And then we get there and they're like, you have to have these special socks. And so we have to buy another pair of them. I have adult ones. I have kid ones. I have so many orange socks.
At least now, I think they trade them in. Like if if you bring one from like another company, like the one that's by the movie theater, like kind of behind the mall.
It's Area 57
times.
Yep.
Yeah,
we're familiar.
Trade them in. So
okay, maybe we should do an OTB party at the trampoline park. I've got socks for everybody.
T-Bob would thrive there.
I can't. Y'all gonna laugh and make fun of. I can't jump on a trampoline anymore.
Oh, your knees?
No, head.
Oh, you're not allowed? Like, they?
Like head injury stuff. Like if I start jumping on a trampoline, going up and down, I will pass out.
Really?
There was a time in Shreveport, I was jumping on the trampoline with my kiddos and just straight up, like kind of passed out, threw up, like just bad deal. Yeah.
No trampolines for you.
No trampolines for me. It is not something. The old brain's mush.
I think, I don't remember, it must have been a birthday party or something, but I was up there with T-Bob, and one of the funniest things I've ever seen is, they have the foam pits, with like the big foam blocks or whatever that the kids can just like flip into or whatever, and it's soft. Well, T-Bob jumped in. I don't know if like Odie couldn't get out, or I don't know what happened, but T-Bob had to get in the big foam pit to get a kid out, or maybe he was just in it. I don't remember what it was. It's T-Bob. So no one has ever gotten out of one of those foam pits and looked graceful,
or cool,
Like you're just not looking. Coming out of those foam pits, you do not look cool.
Yeah, you're trying to survive.
Can you imagine T-Bob getting out of that thing? No. Please, just everyone for a moment, visualize with me, T-Bob getting out of that foam pit. It was one of the funniest things.
Probably the noises he was making too, not just the action.
I don't know if you were here for this. T-Bob told us all a story. He got to go into the LSU gymnastics facility, and they have one of those foam pits, but theirs is like state of the art, so it's like slick on the outside.
Yeah.
You can't. T-Bob got stuck and had to be pulled out by Aaliyah Finnegan. Like she did this little broom thing that apparently happens. Yeah.
10 out of 10. No.
And Aaliyah Finnegan had to pull T-Bob out of the foam
pit.
pit.
Did they video this?
No.
No. I don't think so.
How did no one? How was no one in the moment like, this is good?
Someone get T-Bob.
No, he was stuck. She had to fish him out with a pole.
Is it because? Why would you make it smooth on the side though? I feel like you can't get out like that.
I mean, I don't know. I think it was. Some gymnastics thing, I guess. But No, yeah,
I've seen
told us that
some
about a
really
year ago.
athletic people look really bad trying to get out of foam pits.
Oh, I
And
mean,
this
nobody
one,
looks
this one's
good.
like
Nobody looks
extra
good.
special. Like to your point, like it's like silk little foam pieces over the foam.
Oh, yeah, so it's like extra slippery.
It's like a cover. Yeah.
Oof. It's tough.
Oh,
Hey, speaking of devil,
sorry,
she doth
guy.
appear.
Sorry, guy.
You're actually
Seat's
not
taken.
allowed back in here.
Can't
You're
sit here.
actually no. You're not.
What's up, guys?
You're not allowed back in
You're
here.
not
Murphy,
allowed back
Sam,
in
and
Hey, we
Jody.
heard.
No, see, you're
We
muted.
heard that you
I'm
got. They were telling me you got stuck in a foam pit at gymnastics.
Yeah, the LSU gymnastics. It's not. It's kind of insane. All the foam. It's not like. I mean, I'm a believer that foam pits are one of the biggest ways to feel
That's what we were just
insecure and
talking about.
unathletic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the LSU gym one specifically has these. It has these slip covers on there.
Yeah. I
that
was
are
letting them know.
very
I told the people
smooth.
about 'em.
And it's. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if these gymnasts jumped in there, they just go under, and you never find them again. They're so petite. At least like my upper body was still sticking out. But yeah, Ashley Nat had to literally fish me out.
Yeah, that's
with
what. I
a,
can't believe no one got a
with a
video of
stick.
that. I think the worst thing. So same
With
time.
a stick.
The same time that I was talking about that we were there, some dad, like it wasn't part of the party we were with, was just like there with his kids or whatever.
Yeah.
And he like had jumped in for something and his phone came out of his pocket and slipped to the bottom of the pit through all the
cooked.
foam.
Oh, you ain't ever finding that.
Well, I mean, I guess eventually they clean those things and
you listen to
you
this echo
do.
Yeah, the echo sucks.
Oh,
Y'all
y'all,
both
you have
have
an echo?
echoes?
I don't. I don't have it, but
You hear it
that
back
one,
in your ears?
I don't
Yeah.
have an echo, but that
Oh,
one does.
man.
Yeah.
God, how do you not get driven crazy? Look at all these buttons. What is this?
Oh,
do?
don't do that.
Oh gosh.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. Feel like I'm going to light speed here.
You can stay there until break and then we'll move.
Can you
Is this
imagine?
program?
Can you imagine T-Bob?
I don't know what's happening on screen, but T-Bob's probably back there. It's like when he has the hot buttons when we're on like remote,
Oh, my God.
and he just doesn't know what to do, and so he's just pressing them all.
Yeah, he's trying to get the laugh track, and he ends up
It's like,
hitting
wah,
like
wah.
he ends up hitting like the Goodwood sound.
Oh, okay. Wait, really quick. This is unrelated, but saw a pic of Alondra on the gram today. You were looking good,
Thank
girl.
you.
At the Christmas party
Was that
last
the
night?
guarantee Christmas
She
party?
went, she went dark
Those boots
lipstick.
were
So, secret about these boots.
okay.
They're made for walking.
They were made for walking, but they weren't made for my feet. They were a size and a half too small.
Oh, that's
a size
the worst.
and a half?
I wear
How?
a 9.5. They're an 8.
How did you do that?
I just
Alondra.
squeezed.
You just really wanted
I
it.
really wanted it.
Really
I
wanted it.
really wanted to wear
Ooh.
those boots, and they were
Just got it in
really
there.
cute. And I had to just kind of squeeze.
You just
my
don't walk
feet
around
in
a lot.
there.
You find a spot and you commit to it.
I was
Alondra, a size and a half?
a size and a half too
You're
small.
going to have bruises on the end of your toes.
But
My
they
feet
were
hate me.
But you know what? Beauty is pain.
Beauty is
pain.
pain, and
What are you
pain is
gonna do?
weakness leaving the body.
Yep. Look, you look
Oof.
beautiful.
All
You
right,
look.
taught me my
You
foot.
look
Thank you.
perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I
loved
appreciate it.
Where were y'all? Were y'all there?
They were there. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd y'all look like? I didn't see a picture of y'all.
I was there
I wore
for
a suit.
a little bit.
Hmm.
Look, the Chargers were playing the Broncos.
I haven't seen any documentation of you guys. So.
I was the guy like showed up and was like, "Oh, everybody wore a suit."
Yeah, that happened to me last year.
I didn't get the memo.
Get that memo. I had a leather jacket on.
No, I wore that one suit that I have, the blue suit.
It looks good. That's a good suit, though.
Yeah, shout out Pierce Bespoke.
Taylor, did you wear a suit?
He wore a sport
wait,
coat.
Taylor?
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's switch
Freaky
places, yeah.
Friday. Here we go.
What is going on?
Kind of khaki pants.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, wait.
Here, go ahead.
Khaki pants,
Okay.
red and green, like plaid dress shirt,
Okay.
black coat
Christmas
over the
theme.
top.
We like
so yeah,
that.
you know,
We like
we
that.
went a little bit all out. We got a Christmas wedding this weekend too. So
That's
it's
fun.
Catholic wedding.
Oh, it's gonna be long.
Be a
I'm
long
gonna
boy,
send
bud.
So it's gonna
this
be long,
pic-
but the good
Bring
thing
your own
about getting
crackers.
married during Christmas is the churches are always decorated. So it's
Yeah,
like
I mean, it looks
there's flowers,
nice,
yeah.
but it looks
so
nice for a long time.
But those are expensive. That's an expensive part of a wedding. So like
I went to one Catholic wedding in the spring. Like a guy dressed like the Pope was there. I don't know who he was.
Yep.
'Cause
You know you're in
wasn't-
for it.
He
You know you're
wasn't
in
the
for it.
minister. He was just kind of like overseeing the whole event. So,
I still love that Taylor's lived his entire life in Louisiana and just now has gone to a Catholic
Yeah,
wedding.
that is
and acts
wild.
acts like it's like some like new, like kind of wild
No.
experience.
It is.
No,
What's the religion of choice out in Walker?
I mean, I grew up Baptist.
Okay.
They have those snake churches, the ones where you handle the rattlesnakes.
wait, weren't you?
and-
Didn't you kind of come from a snake church?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, yes.
Yeah.
To be fair,
GAC, right?
Like,
my mom's
You have some
church,
snake church
up
background.
in North
Oh,
Louisiana
oh,
is
yeah.
very
Yeah.
Pentecostal.
yeah.
I've seen old women speak in tongues.
Yeah.
So,
but to be fair, like when you see someone dressed like that, so when Grant sang in church, I guess, last week or whatever, there was like a bishop visiting in town, and I saw her walk in, and she had the whole get up on, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, you don't put that on for a quick sermon.
We are in for it. I was like, y'all better lock in.
Yeah.
Lock in. No one's getting out of here early.
No, you put the full garb on, like you're in.
You're
in the trenches.
Wait. So what did I miss when I was going? By the way,
Well,
guys,
okay,
I
so
didn't
how
listen
are
to
you-
Murphy, Sam, and Jody.
Well, you sent us a text saying you were listening.
I
It
was
was great.
trolling y'all. I was listening to y'all.
So, but
I
you just
heard.
asked.
I heard. What did I hear?
Was it on air or off air
What
that,
did I
that I went
hear?
after Hunt again? I think Hunt came in here and I went
No,
after
I
him.
missed
It was
Hunt.
off.
I missed Hunt.
Yeah.
I heard.
We talked Indiana, Notre Dame.
I heard. Yeah, I heard Taylor talking about something about schedules, and you could say the same thing about this school and that school or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about Indiana, Notre Dame, and maybe the pressure. Which coach has the most pressure in the playoff, and which one's playing with house money?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
the
yeah,
most.
that's what it was. That's
So
what it was. Yeah.
Who do you think has the most pressure?
Outside of Ryan Day, that's easy.
Yeah, outside of Ryan Day.
Are you pressing buttons back there?
He is.
I'm
You are.
changing
I can see
camera
we're
angles.
fading in and out.
Yeah.
I know. You look crossfade. Which one's live? PGM or PV?
So your PGM is program, so program
So
is
that's
live.
live.
And
Okay,
if you
cool.
look above your
I've been
right
doing the
shoulder,
opposite of
it
what I've
shows
been
you.
trying to do this whole time.
That shows you what's on, T-Bob.
Who has the
Behind
most
you.
pressure?
Yeah.
Outside of Ryan Day. That's chalky.
Jamie Franks.
Yeah.
Jimmy Franks, for sure.
Where do you fall on Dabo? Little Dabo.
Oh, I told
Little
you, Dabo.
Clemson.
I don't know,
Nah,
though.
bro, Dabo's house money.
You think he's good? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like in the gray area. I wasn't sure.
No, I heard you. No, Dabo's Dabo is again, it's a little old Clemson man playing big bad Texas, you know? Underdog.
And he got his first ever defensive transfer.
I know. We talked to a former Clemson football player on Snaps yesterday, and it was
Charlie
very
Whitehurst?
interesting. No, Darian Mintz, something.
Must have been impactful.
But it was very interesting talking to someone who played for Dabo, because he was like, "Look, man, he's corny as hell, but
Yeah.
like, he's real. Like, we legitimately love him. Like, that is him. He's corny. He's
That
goofy.
makes sense.
He's like your goofy dad, kind of.
Yeah.
But he's about his players, and we love him." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, man." Because you never know, like, and maybe the statute of limitations would be up, but I didn't think it was like, I know how to parse when a player is saying, "Oh yeah, we love him," but they're just saying that because they have to. I think he legitimately is like, "No, like we like playing for him."
I work with Eric McElwain, who played offensive line. He's on the ACC network now, and he loves Dabo. I mean, like speaks of him like a father. So maybe it is real. I don't know. Like it does feel corny from the outside looking in. Like that shit would get like old really quick.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe they love it.
He did say, and it's funny, he said
Look at
when they were
T-Bob,
winning,
he's
he
switching it up.
won multiple national championships under Dabo, the player we're talking about. And he did say that it was very fun when they were winning. Like, it was not like, you know, I always think of like the Alabama wins as being like this sort of gray Soviet, like, you know, taskmaster, but then it ends in the ultimate prize and then you get to celebrate. But he said they had a lot of fun along the way.
Yeah.
So shout out Dabo, dude. Again, the troll in me, which cannot be controlled, desperately wants Clemson to win the national championship.
Oh, really?
I want to see
Wait, the whole thing?
team that
the
LSU
whole thing
plays next year to start the season.
Yeah, I want to play the defending national champs. That's right. Also, I just going for Arizona if you think Dabo is insufferable now, I want him to achieve peak insufferability. Like, he will go Super Saiyan Dabo if he wins this thing.
Like, you know what level that's going to reach, right? I told you this story. I don't know if it was on air or off air. A couple years ago, we were interviewing him at the Senior Bowl. It was me and Doring on the sideline. And he's like, "I don't know why y'all want to interview little old me. I mean, all we did was win 10 games this year. Didn't even win a conference championship. I don't know why y'all want to interview me." And this was all fair. So if he wins another one, you're going to get that times a million.
Yeah,
I do kind of hope it happens.
And like, how funny would it be for Alondra and her ilk if Texas were to lose to Dabo and blow this whole great year?
So we were
that they
talking about
had?
that though. Like,
oh my God, I'd be so happy.
we talked about how if that were to happen, Sark would have a little bit of pressure
She
on
can't see that, T-Bob.
Yes, she can. It's right in front of her face. Horns down, baby. Where's my champagne?
It's up here, but you know what? I was thinking
I
this
kind of like this dynamic.
I was it feels very like loosey-goosey, like a
Yeah.
little like a round table. Like we're
I
just
feel
hanging
like-
out, guys.
I like it.
I feel like I'm on like my favorite. You know, I'm obsessed with Dan Le Batard's show.
That's what it feels
I feel
like
like
right
I'm
now.
Billy Gill.
Yeah.
Or like Mike Ryan back here. I
You're
like having
making
these
me like a
buttons
little
in front
dizzy
of me.
with the transitions.
Yeah,
Seizure,
I'm like
yeah.
closing this one eye over here.
Like it's
'cause-
I'm like the
somebody's
I'm
suffering
like the
from
Rocket
epilepsy,
Man editor
shouldn't
that
be
won
watching.
the Oscar for best editing, and then everybody clowned it because it was just like boom. Bah,
There's no
bah.
doubt. Oh yeah, there's no doubt. T-Bob's also using like the little lever that looks like a spaceship.
Not
I never even
using-
used the lever.
It's
I
the
use
most
the
fun.
button.
Because look, I can also do a
lever when you go to
cinematic.
you?
I can do a cinematic
Oh, man.
crossfade here.
So there's buttons at the
Yeah.
bottom that do the same thing, and they're quicker.
I mean, they're quicker, but they're not as cool.
No, they're not. I usually do it during the open. So once a show, and then I leave it.
Yeah.
I used to know my way around this board a little bit. When we first got it, I had it in my head that I was going to learn how to do it. And then I was like, well, that was a fun 2 days. Never going back to that again.
The video
I
board
think-
is harder than the
Yeah, people
audio
are saying
board.
that Alondra and I should switch seats, but I don't know that you want me running the soundboard. Actually, Rivers,
I don't
since
know if
you
I
Rivers
remember
could run the
how.
since
soundboard.
you
That's
once
true.
did,
It might be
you
like
should
muscle
switch
memory.
for
Maybe I get back
Alondra.
there and like, no.
I think it is kind of like
I
riding
can
a
figure
bike.
it out. I know where the
Yeah.
mics are.
I think it's like riding a bike. You could just probably get back here.
I do know that you'll switch systems right as I left. So like I don't know the new system.
Oh yeah,
but
you've never done
Wide orbit.
yeah.
orbit, yeah.
No, we were. What was it called before?
It was
Skirt.
dad.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah, it
dad.
was the dad.
Oh, dad and mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still have
Right.
mom.
Dad and
That was
mom.
the video.
Dad and mom.
Yeah.
Guys, I got an Ultra Sunrise Monster Energy drink today.
Where'd you get it?
Okay? And I got to tell you guys, Dak Prescott, just not it. Just not it. Doesn't have it. Coach Prime, I don't think, guys, he's not, I'm telling you, he's not the right guy. He's not the right, he's too flashy, can't get it done. If only I knew more about the third string wide receiver on the Packers, I could continue this Taylor bit. But I think I'm out of
Latavian Wicks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
well
dude.
done. Well done. Exactly.
Should you yell at him just since
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
up
Taylor
here?
Collins
Something
stupid.
mean.
I mean,
Yeah,
they were
be
all
mean.
takes.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Wait, so what time is it? Should we go to break?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
Yeah,
should.
we should.
It's
Yeah, we should.
19.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like, all right. So are you gonna?
You gonna
Take
take
her
the
to break, Chipper.
All right.
Off the bench.
It's an old Opie and Anthony bit.
Oh gosh, I love Opie and Anthony. That's actually well done.
Are you gonna do the
Centralplumbing.org.
live?
Centralplumbing.org. Taylor, you got to do the live. Come tell the people
Yeah,
about
Central
You gonna talk about
Plumbing.
clogging up your
.org,
toilet?
okay?
Yeah.
No,
No,
it
this is
doesn't
my
matter
secret.
where you're at. It's not just Central. The entire Baton Rouge area. We are talking to you. 225-925-8552.
You clog your toilet like I do. I know the holidays are coming up. You're having bigger and you're having these big dinners. If you get a little bit hefty and you have a problem with your toilet, call Central Plumbing. They'll be there for you. CentralPlumbing.com.
.org.
.org.
Centralplumbing.org.
You just have so much time left.
So much time.
Yeah, you did. I mean,
you
like,
ran
you
out
had
of steam
30
real
seconds
quick
left.
there, didn't you?
Not as
Tay-Tay?
easy as it looks. Bathroom remodels, go to centralplumbing.org as well. That's at your home or your business, no matter what you're looking to do. New vanity, new tile, new shower, new whatever, they've got you covered. Also, go tankless today with the tankless water heater. Never run out of hot water again. You want to give them that website one more time, Tay?
It's centralplumbing.org.
Lay some pipe.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500.
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
What Christmas movie does this remind you of?
What's the one with Seth Rogen?
That's it.
Night Before?
Night Before, yeah.
God, that is the funniest movie.
Very
like,
good
it
movie.
really is.
Very good movie.
cry watching that movie.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever felt so represented in a movie as Seth Rogen's character in that movie.
When he gets the box and he's like,
The
she doesn't
box of
understand.
drugs.
She doesn't understand quantities of drugs.
He's got like one joint, but like a lot of cocaine and mushrooms. She's like, she doesn't know what she's doing.
He's in the church.
That baby staring.
That movie is so funny. Oh wait,
Underrated.
no. The best part of the movie, and then we don't have to talk about the movie anymore, is when he's sitting at the table and he's texting with James.
He's getting phallus pics.
And he's like,
sent his
I
way.
mean, do I like this? Maybe I like this.
Oh, that is very T-Bob.
Yes. No, I mean,
As
no, I'm
someone
bro.
who is, curious.
I'm telling you, if I've never felt
Self-described.
so represented in a movie as I do in that one. I even have the Star of David sweater.
You have that sweater?
Yeah, but can't wear that in public.
Nah.
The one time I did.
Oh, you got asked like about something.
You got called
Jewish
out.
and
Well,
it's
no,
oh, actually,
so
I'm
I
not.
wore it to Lenox Mall to do some Christmas shopping
in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Buckhead.
And I have never been so blatantly hit on in my entire life. Who wants this? I had 3 different Jewish girls come up to me. And like the first one, I just straight up said, "No, I'm not Jewish." And it got real awkward,
Well, she was like, "Are you Jewish?" And you said, or did you just say, "No, I'm not Jewish"?
No, it came up. It came up.
Oh.
And then so I don't know why. That is actually weird to think about. It came up immediately every time. So then I started lying and saying I'm half Jewish. It's not like a complete lie because my stepdad's Jewish.
Yeah.
So
well, you know,
kind of am half
Stolen
Jewish.
valor.
Isn't
Yeah.
Aaron's half Jewish,
by
right?
marriage.
Yes, Aaron is half
Murray,
Jewish.
yeah.
She's a cashew, part Catholic, part Jew.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ooh, I like that.
But Aaron also has like a bad tattoo Hall of Fame entry. I think it's like on his ribs, and it's like
Aaron does?
It's like a cross and like a Celtic knot. It's like green. It's
Cool.
all time bad. All time bad. T. Bobston.
Does he say that or you say
L'chaim. What does he say? It's all time bad
Yeah.
tat? I don't think so.
You just say it is.
I'm saying it is. I'm putting it in the Hall of Fame. Jake, you want this? You want some?
Maybe.
Your Elite Cup?
Yeah, now for sure.
I'm kidding. The what was it?
I still can't believe you don't have any tattoos. You
But
should
yeah, it's
have
crazy.
like
I
the
don't
two
know what's
towers
going
on your
on
body somewhere.
I don't know what's going on in the Jewish men dating pool, but like I could be cleaning up if I was Jewish.
Well, not even like T-Bob getting a tattoo of something he's passionate about. I'm surprised he doesn't have a one drunk tattoo somewhere.
No, bro, that's a lot of commitment, man. The only way I was ever going to get a tattoo was very famously, if I had, I've said it a million times, if I had made the NFL, I was going to get a full sleeve or half sleeve, like really nice, pay a lot of money for it to make sure it's high quality. And it was just going to be like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, football, just like everything on my arm.
You can still do it. There's still time.
No, I've no desire. No. None at all. I've never really, I don't know.
You look like a tattoo guy, kind of. I think it's because you're big and you're like a football player.
Give tattoo energy, but no, it's not. It's not for me, I don't think. I was really close to getting LSU on my bicep, which would have been pretty douchey.
You'd be like
my wife
Bear
shut
Alexander,
that down.
Georgia
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it was going to be like that. Basically, just like block letters on my bicep. That would have been
pretty, really cool.
Trust me.
What if you got?
Sometimes you have to be protected from yourself.
What if you got Toonsis?
I like Toonsis, so that's fine. I think Toonsis gets too much crap.
So bad.
It's not bad.
It's so bad.
It is a logo that represents the golden era of LSU.
I don't think of it as that.
Okay, when did LSU win the most?
I know what you're saying.
Toonsis.
But it wasn't like on any apparel. It was so bad. Like, we didn't get anything from the actual football office that had Toonsis on it. Think about that.
No, there wasn't a lot.
No.
There wasn't a lot.
There wasn't
That's fine. I love Toonsis.
Oh, it's so bad. Look at that.
Well, that's a bad version of it also.
That's a version of. Oh, you're talking about how blurry it is. But.
Look at him. He's coming over the top, dude.
Oh,
he's coming for
coming
blood.
over the top.
What's this
He's coming for
behind
blood.
him? What's this? I know, whoever designed it probably has like a meaning to it. I don't know. I'm just not a fan.
If I would get a tattoo,
OTB,
I would get a
shot.
Just like a nice quote on my ribs.
I'm okay with that.
I'm just kidding. I would not do that.
That wouldn't be bad.
Would you get like?
Awful.
Would it be? Like, what do you mean? What? Like, it'd be awful. Like, what in terms of what?
Actually, I should get my
That
favorite
seems
quote.
very like you.
I should get my favorite quote ever. I think Megan Fox has that, right? Quotes in the ribs.
I would do that.
I should get my favorite quote ever because it's representative of me. It's
Western Branch.
No, that's good too though.
Yeah.
But it's from the beginning of Confederacy of Dunces.
Yeah.
When a true genius appears, you shall know him by this mark. All the dunces will be lined up in confederacy against him. And that's so often how I feel in this show. Just like a unappreciated genius.
I'll buy you a tattoo if you let me pick it.
No.
No, you'll
be
love
really
it. You'll
good
love
That's
it.
the worst. That's the worst thing I've ever
You'll
heard.
love it.
You'll love it.
A portrait of my face right there on one butt cheek.
Hell yeah, dude.
I had a friend who
Very symbolic.
I had a friend who he gets tattoos all the time. But he got the I can't think of it. The balls, the
Hey now.
cake balls.
Paintballs?
The cake balls.
Cake balls?
People that own the place where you go to work out.
Oh.
Why can't I think of the name?
Brouhaha.
Brouhaha. Oh my gosh, y'all, my brain just glitched out. Brouhaha. So he got
Somebody
there.
got cake ball
They said
tattoos.
if you get our logo tattooed on your body, you can have free cake balls for life. And he did it.
did it?
And he actually and that was probably like 12 or 13 years ago. He just covered it with something else. Like he's like running out of space, but he like covered it with something else recently. And he went and got his last cake balls, and it was like his last hurrah.
I mean, those cake balls are.
Honestly,
they're fire.
I'm willing to do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what
There's
it
a
is.
lot of companies that I
You
spend
would
so much
not.
money on. I would get a tattoo of the company. If
I
they,
believe that. You like tattoos.
If
I
they offered
believe
me
that.
something.
He gets one every Friday the 13th.
Every
Oh,
time?
nice. I used to love
Wait,
I
wait,
always
wait.
wanted to do that.
You just got one last week?
Yeah, so what?
Yeah.
How many Friday the 13th are there per year?
It changes
I don't
every
know.
year.
Probably, one or two, maybe.
On
He has a lot of
average?
tattoos.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah, I mean, I would guess so. Do you ever think he's like, God, it's Friday?
Well, not
the
all
13th.
of them are like
I
big.
gotta
Some of
keep
them are
it
small.
going.
Like,
Yeah,
somebody
I gotta keep it
that's
going.
into tattoos never has that.
He's got to have that
feeling, I
rainy
think.
day fun, though. He's like, oh, time to drop it on another tattoo.
I mean, he's just getting tattoos of Brouhaha's logo just so he can get cake balls. I think he's fine. I mean, but it's worth it because those cake balls are
They're really good.
so good.
The red velvet ones.
Oh my, those are my favorite.
Yeah, same.
And then
If I
the cake
can-
batter ones.
Yeah, those are good too.
If I can be a bit crass,
Okay. You're asking?
yes,
Then
because
no.
this is a bit crass. I've always thought the concept of getting a tattoo on an erection would be very funny because when it is in its more sedated state, it wouldn't look like anything, right? You'd be like, what is it? It's just kind of like, looks like it's kind of marked up a little bit. Like, that looks weird. But then when it wakes up, it's like, oh, it's like one of those, like,
you know what? To your point, it's like unfolding a map.
Yes,
I actually don't hate it.
exactly.
Exactly,
dude.
I do not hate this. It's like, I wonder where, and it's like,
I do not hate this.
You unfold the map, and it's there. I like that.
Yep,
It's like
I
a
like
scroll,
that visual
like,
for
yeah,
us there.
you're like,
The unfolding of the
look
map.
at it, dude. I get it now.
Oh,
Like
wow.
you're looking, you're like, what's hot? And you're like, oh, it says happy.
Yeah,
Got it. Yeah, like
exactly.
something like that. I like that.
Exactly.
Alondra, do you have any tattoos?
I have a few, yeah.
Okay, I figured like, yeah.
Ah,
I
sneaky
figured.
tats.
I got
What
a
do you
little. I have a cross,
Okay.
and then I got some like flowers.
Do you have a butterfly?
No butterflies.
Oh.
I've been wanting another one. Me and my siblings want to get like sibling tats. So
Me and my
that's
brothers
cool.
have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we want to get one when
Well,
we
you
get
have
back.
You have a tattoo of all your kids, right?
I do, yeah, right here. Yeah, on my arm.
If I was I don't have any tattoos, but if I was gonna get one, and I thought about it for a while, and I still might, but it would be kid related. But
Yeah.
I was thinking either inner bicep here or like rib.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love a rib tat.
Yeah, me too. I think on girls it looks good.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I would do.
But I haven't because it's like, it does. It, like T-Bob said, it is just like a lot of commitment. And it's like,
Yeah, you can't.
that like paralyzes me a little bit because I'm like, okay, if it's going to be something that's on my body forever,
Yeah.
like I need it to be perfect and then I can't get there, you know?
Yeah.
There's some very funny tattoo ideas in the chat for sure.
Just like unfolding a map.
Yep, just like unfolding a map.
Did not expect that.
Unfurling a scroll.
It's not
You know?
entirely inaccurate.
And you can go to Goodwood to help you unfold that map.
I agree. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Shout out. Remember, if you want your map to get an update, your map app, if you will, we do penile enhancement at Goodwood. And if you're suffering from ED, maybe you got low T, maybe you're losing your hair, maybe you don't feel like you used to. Why? Okay? We don't have to. Like, the science is there to fix all of these problems. So, go get your labs drawn. You get a custom plan for you. You get transparent and affordable pricing. And it's very discreet, right? But, like, the worst part is, guys, you might be stuck in a vicious cycle where you're embarrassed about this thing and you're so embarrassed you don't want to do anything about the thing, so you continue to be embarrassed about it. Break the cycle, okay? It's like Fat Bastard, right? From Austin Powers.
That plus crap.
He's like, I'm depressed because I eat, and I eat because I'm depressed. Okay, well, break the cycle, okay? No more ED, guys. Goodwood. You're Goodwood.com.
You know who that sounds like? The movie, it's the Irish movie. Why can't my brain y'all is not working?
Advertisements. Sharon?
Disney, sorry, I just said the Irish movie.
Yeah, I mean,
The Irish.
Brave?
So many Irish
the one, the Disney
Lucky
one.
the Irish.
No, the Disney.
Brave.
Lucky the Irish, the basketball
What?
Disney Channel
Brave?
original movie.
Brave, yes.
Yeah. Seen it.
Brave. And so you sound like the dad.
Oh, the dad in Brave. Merda.
Y'all, my brain is glitching out.
Not working.
It's not working.
Want to be a
It keeps like
queen.
reaching for things, and
Yeah.
it's just like, no.
I don't want to be a princess. No, I got Italian. I got Luigi Mangione.
Y'all, the pictures of him,
So hot.
the pictures of him like being like in his like orange jumpsuit yesterday, and was it yesterday or the day before?
Yeah.
It just is. Look,
It's
killed somebody for sure,
cinematic.
but it looks so dramatic.
It
It's
looks
like,
so
It's
dramatic.
cinematic with all the security and the
yes.
angles.
Why are there 20 people with him?
So many people.
Because I would say there's probably a lot of targets on his back potentially. Maybe not though. Actually, I don't know. Tough to
I don't know.
say.
It just feels like
Yeah.
a lot. Like
It
that
feels like
picture,
it's
that
out of a
picture, that
movie.
like wide angle picture where you can see
Yeah.
everything. It's just like,
Well, it looks like it's out of a movie.
and he is.
And he's good
Good
looking.
looking.
He's good looking to the point where generally when stuff happens in real life, the people aren't that good looking. And then when you watch the movie about it, that's what they look like.
Who would play
like
him?
the guy that they cast him, Timothy Chalamet. Duh.
No.
Yes.
No.
Chalamet
That's
could
not the kind
easily
of good
pull
looking that
off.
he
I
is.
feel like you got to get like an Italian
Yeah,
dude to do it.
but also he's not good looking like that.
Who?
Timothy.
Nah.
Timothy. He's not good looking
I don't
like that.
think
He's a
either
different
of
kind
them
of good
are.
looking.
If Tim can
but-
play Paul Atreides into Bob
Do
Dylan,
we think that guy's
he can
short?
play Luigi Mangione. I think he should.
I love the press run that Timothy Chalamet is on right now.
Just him on Theo Von's
Yes, it's awesome.
I've heard about this. So it was a good podcast with Theo?
It was a great
He's
podcast,
funny.
but also he's just doing like a bunch of random stuff that's like really funny. And it's
Luigi
going
is
viral.
5'11".
What?
He's 5'11".
Luigi? Yeah.
I would say what
Timmy?
Chalamet is like what?
Oh
like
my
average
gosh,
four.
he's a little
No,
human.
I'm going 5'9" on Timothy.
No, I just saw
No.
it. He just walked 5 feet from me in the SEC championship game. He ain't no way he's that
Timothy
tall.
Chalamet, 5'10".
There's no way.
That's what it says.
I mean, that's fine.
Somebody smudge that a little bit.
He ain't
little smudge,
5'10".
a little smudge.
He ain't 5'10".
You know, guys, it sometimes
Dave
gets tiring
Franco.
being right.
Dave Franco would play that guy.
Yeah,
that
he
would
does look
be a
like
good.
Dave
So
Franco.
well,
Yeah.
who said that? Daniel Basham. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Dave
that
Franco.
guy might be Dave Franco.
Yeah, it's true.
The eyebrows. It's like you got to have. So the one thing about this guy that's like undeniable is that his eyebrows are perfect. Like if you've seen, there's like pictures going around of like from his Instagram and stuff. In every picture, his eyebrows are
Well, except when they can.
perfect.
Except when they became a unibrow, right? Because that's what Alondra was saying. It
Yeah,
wasn't really.
'cause-
Are
him.
they?
Well, I mean, he had
There
a
was one pic
unibrow,
that he
and
had.
then in
Well-
the picture, he didn't have the
Yeah.
unibrow.
Okay, I saw a picture and they were like perfectly groomed, but like Dave
Same.
Franco has that same like
Yeah, he does.
brow situation.
Best eyebrows ever in Hollywood. It's easy.
Eugene Levy.
Yep.
Oh
Nailed
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Nailed it. All right.
Or the dad from AOC.
But we get back. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, he goes on the list for sure.
Off the bench.
Pinnacle Exterior
Yeah, there
Construction,
you go.
PECbuilt.com, PECbuilt.com. You want to make your outdoor living dreams come true? Make the backyard of your dreams. Well, whether it's a pool, outdoor kitchen, living area. Remember, guys, we build the spaces. You build memories. Invest in yourself. Treat yourself. And make your home your forever home, right? The place you always want to be, the place your kids want to hang out, their friends want to hang out. So you have all these sick parties and everybody else's drive home and you just walk into your bed, you know, grilling, chilling, loving life. All this can be yours with Pinnacle. PECbuilt.com, Pinnacle Exterior Construction.
I do hope we have like the party house. That'd make me feel better about it. It's a good
Be
point.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. PECbuilt.com.
Everybody knows
can-
when the people do.
No, I know. That's what you want to be. You want to be the party house. You feel better about the situation, and they can give you that situation. Go to the website today. That's at your home or your business, PECbuilt.com, PECbuilt.com.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Got chores that need some extra muscle, but a large piece of equipment is overkill? That's what John Deere compact utility tractors were made for. Powerful enough for the work you need to do. Compact enough for how you need to do it. Find the equipment that's right for you at Sunshine Quality Solutions. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs, even in the case of an after-hours emergency.
Welcome back to the 9th-ranked morning sports show in America, Off the Bench.
To a puppy, so I don't need one for me. I've been on the road and ain't had the time to make a list once, go check it twice. The only thing I'd like to see under my Christmas tree.
Come on now, boy.
I had to do it one more time before I leave because I'm not going to be here next week.
I love Reba.
I'm going to Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Are we like, what days are we working next week?
You're like, when are we here?
Monday?
Monday and Tuesday,
Thursday,
right?
No, Monday, Thursday,
Tuesday,
Friday.
Christmas Eve.
Monday, Thursday, Friday?
Yeah.
For the next 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, because New Year's.
New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Tight.
Let's see here.
So Monday, Thursday, Friday. Next 2 weeks.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
boys.
Oh, I
Cheers to
should be
that.
here too.
I mean, that's good.
Not bad.
No, I like the
I
middle
feel like
of
I
the
was
week
going
off.
to say, yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
The holidays here, right?
So when we were picking like wedding venues right before we got married, I had to take off of work on a Wednesday. Having the middle of the week off is phenomenal.
Yeah, hit that
'Cause
reset.
You're 2 work days, day off, 2 work days, weekend. I mean, it just broke
that
everything
is
up. Like
true.
middle of the week is the best.
I agree with that. We changed up our off-campus schedule where Jimbo's on Tuesdays and then Bobby's on Wednesdays, so it's a 3-man weave those 2 days. It's like, this doesn't even count.
Yeah.
We're working for free.
Easy money.
What are you doing over there?
I don't want to work for free, though.
What am I doing?
Yeah, you just look at you zoning out. What's happening over there? You
Yeah, I
losing
was
your
zoning out.
losing your.
I was zoning out. No, this
I know which
feels
word I
great.
wanted
I
to
was
use.
pretty hungover, and then this is.
Do you have a
this is
shirt on
coming up.
under that sweater?
You want to find out?
Nope. Okay,
Oh!
I was about to say.
yes.
'cause
Hey, but
if
you know what?
didn't, I was like, you're
If
going to
he
be
didn't,
itching.
he might have some abs under there. I've been
Shout
seeing.
out Evolve.
I've been seeing my man.
Shout out
fits in a
Evolve,
small.
dude.
I saw
Did you
that.
see it?
Y'all, but like
Fitz. Fitz is
he's
doing a
always
lot of
killing it.
heavy lifting
Did
there.
you see I put it in quotes?
Yeah. The only thing I need to do is I gotta figure out my shoulder, dude. It's the only football
hurting?
injury. I mean, it's beyond hurting. I can't even lift it up. Like this is the max I got, and then it's about to fall out of socket.
Okay, well
Just
then.
like pop right
What if
out.
we didn't do that?
No, it's
well,
not
he's
that.
been, y'all. I've been watching him. He's been killing it.
He
He shows up. He does it.
5
Hell
a.m.
yeah,
every
T.
day. We get after it.
Yeah.
What?
So you go
Taylor?
are you
there, then you
laughing
go
at?
back home
Oh, just that.
and shower up and get ready for this. That's
Yep.
pretty close to your house.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
It's like 2
Yeah.
seconds away. It's not
Yeah.
bad at all.
Something the owners really love is that he has begun doing
Wet Wednesday?
is Wet Wednesday.
Yeah, I've seen.
Mhm. And it's like I was like we started doing it. I was like, oof, they're gonna either love it or they're gonna be like, what is that guy doing? Yeah. But they love it. They think it's great. They think
The
it's great.
Wet Wednesday wet check, baby. I snuck a little thirst in this last one. I had no pants or panties on.
What?
Yeah, and you could only
You Winnie the Pooh'd your
you
workout.
you could only
Yeah.
see a little bit of cheek at one point. And like
What?
1 or 2 people called me out on Instagram for it. I was like,
I did not
just-
notice that.
I just sent him back a little wink emojis.
I like that.
Hey,
I like that.
now.
This man's out here showing ass cheek.
Yeah, what can I say, dude?
Yeah, he does it. He kills it. He does burn. He does the hot classes. He gets in there.
It's very fun.
I could see T-Bob getting so offended if somebody came up and was like, hey, like, do you like not have underwear on or whatever? And he's like, guys, it's a hot class. It's a hot class.
No. This was at my house afterwards.
No, he wasn't walking around with no pants on at the
I
studio. to be
do wear,
clear.
though, I do wear yoga pants with no panties, to be fair. So.
He's calling them panties. Wait, okay. So do we want to do Ask the Bench call-in, or do we want
Not
to?
today.
Okay.
Monday.
Right.
Christmas show.
I'm not
We'll
gonna
do
be
it.
here.
Well,
I think we should.
Okay, let's do it then.
We'll do one.
Okay, so let's go to break now so we have.
Okay, what's the
time.
number?
Oh.
225.
That's a great question.
499-1045. 225-499-1045.
Yeah.
225. What is
499 1045.
All right.
Call
Call
up.
in for your Ask the Bench questions.
Go up.
Just Google Off the Bench.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs, even in the case of an after.
Speaking of my dad.
Do we have a call?
We do have a call already.
Do we have a call?
Yeah.
Hey, get ready for the.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, okay, please keep this clean, caller.
Ask the bench, brought by
Ask the bench.
Curse light, vision our children, blue moon, light sky. Picture sweet.
All right, you're on the air.
Ask the bench. This is Greg Lamont, by the way.
What up, Greg?
Hey, what's up, Greg?
Greg, please keep it clean.
When the fight happened in the 2011 halftime game, who did you hit?
I hit Les Miles directly in the face, and then I like Rudy. I went like that scene in Rudy, and I laid my jersey on his desk, and I said, "I'm not playing unless Jarrett plays," and that's what really happened, guys. It's crazy. I've been holding it in this whole time. Thank you, Greg. What do we got?
Shout out, Greg.
Is there anybody else?
No, nobody else.
Okay.
Yeah, get your calls in. 225-499-1045.
Yeah, for sure.
T-Bob punch.
Ask the bench. Murphy, Sam, and Jody, or Rivers, Jake, and Tay-Tay? Rivers, Jake, and Tay-Tay. Easy.
Easy.
Any day.
Easy. Not even close.
Easy.
D-Bob, did you ever have like a time, we talk about, fighting with coaches kind of, did you ever time where you got mad at a coach and you tried to like show out at practice or show that you were angry? Because like we didn't have as much freedom as these players have now.
I do know one time I did piss Coach Miles off at me pretty badly.
Yeah.
Where it was West Virginia week, Gears 3 had just come out. And so we got it at midnight and we spent all night playing.
Right.
So the point is, like, the next day at practice, we're all kind of tired, short fuse, and he was saying something that was annoying me, and I did this. I gave him like a bad
That's such a terrible motion.
That's
it
not
got
good.
me into big trouble.
All right, we got another call.
They were not happy.
Guys, we have another call.
Yeah,
all right.
I was
we got to come
okay.
back to that.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, we do got to come back to this. All right, ask the bench. You're on the air. Oh, okay, never mind.
So
they hung up on us.
That's wild behavior.
I know.
This is.
That's
yeah.
He said something. And I was
Can you
like,
imagine if one of us did that to you?
I was like,
he would
okay.
be so mad.
He would be so mad.
So there was one time.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
Larry Porter was here when you were here, right? Larry Porter was here when you were here?
I got a bad habit of that for a minute. Yeah, I love Coach Porter.
So Larry was mad at us one day, and he was making us go through the gauntlet. So the gauntlet's like that thing with like the metal arms that all football players run through. You know what I'm talking about? It's incredibly hard. It sucks. I hated it. Well, he kept making us go through it, and like Keelan fumbled, so he had to go through, and then like somebody would fumble, we had to go through. Dude, I'm talking about like 20 times. Like we got bruises everywhere. So finally, like I was the senior leader. Like I'm pissed. Like this ain't gonna happen anymore. So I go and I'm gonna flip the gauntlet. All right, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna flip it over.
What?
That sumbitch weighed 1,000,000 pounds.
You're like, I'm gonna show you.
I went to go try to lift it up, and let me tell you, 1,000,000 pounds. I go to lift it, and I kind of get stuck a little bit, and I'm like, Sean, come over here.
Did Sean get it up?
Yeah, Sean did.
Yeah, of course.
All right, I got 2 calls on the line.
okay.
Let's
So
go.
let's go to the first one. Ask the bench. You're on the air. Hello?
All right, is that me?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Hey, this is Trent. How's it going, guys?
Jay, what's
Hey,
up?
what's up,
What you got?
Oh, not too much, guys. Just another morning enjoying listening to y'all's show. T-Bob, I see you out there at SOAC working on those tennis moves.
Hell
man.
yeah, bro.
Getting
We
good.
trying, man. We trying slowly but surely.
Yes, indeed, man. You guys doing all right?
Yeah, River. Well, I think you have to ask questions. Sean.
Yeah,
I don't know
let's
if we're gonna
let's
sit here.
ask the
I
bench.
will say this. So, who used to be at Soak with us, and then she got too bougie? Rivers. Hate to see it.
It's so
Hate
far
to
away
see
from
it.
my house.
Hate to see it. Anyway, yeah. So, what's your question?
My question is,
I don't think
You
you
did
had
not
a
have
question.
one.
I don't think
All
you
right,
had
we're
a-
going to go to the next caller.
I love you, though. I'll
Love
see you
you.
at Soak.
All right, I don't know who this is. You're on the air, though.
Hey, this is Joe.
What up,
Joe?
Joe?
Hey,
What up, Joe?
Sorry, Joe.
Sleepy Joe?
Hey, for T-Bob and Jake, who was the craziest guys that y'all played with, or somebody that if you had to walk down that dark alley, that was the one guy you were going to pick?
I think the guy we
It's a good
just
question.
named.
We just named
Sean
Sean
Jordan. I mean,
Yeah.
without a doubt, he literally
Yeah.
became a UFC fighter.
Yeah, he was like number 4 heavyweight in the world in the UFC one time. Knocked out Derek Lewis. I couldn't get that 1,000,000-pound gauntlet over. He came and pushed it over for me.
He benched near 600 pounds.
Over 600 pounds.
He was a state champion wrestler. One day after practice, they had a wrestling match in the indoor, and he lined up and beat like 20 guys in a row like it was
Dick
nothing.
Dixon, Chris Mitchell, like all of them.
I got pinned. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I know
I
I
didn't
did.
stand a chance, but it was everybody down the line. All right, guys, thank you so much. Great week, Rivers. Glad that you got off of suspension. Don't do it again, though. Okay.
Well, I'm out for the
Otherwise,
next
you're
2
back.
weeks.
Wow.
It's Christmas. Look, I'll be in North Carolina.
I don't care.
Just saying.
Good luck. I don't care. The hero heard that? The old Stephen A. It doesn't matter. Happy Christmas, guys. See you Monday.
Off the bench.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better